Welcome back, Day Drinking with Dog. It is a very special honor to have my returning guests. If you listen to my show a lot, you're going to hear these guys' names all the time because they're involved in everything in Milford, pretty much. It is my good friends from the Rumrunners. There's so many of you. And so we couldn't fit all of you in the studio today. And we're actually in the bigger studio today, my front studio. So the sound may be a little more reverbing because it's so big in here. And I haven't really soundproofed it just quite yet. But today I have Johnny Mamone.
What's up, everybody?
Johnny, move that mic a little closer to you there, buddy.
Yo, we're good.
Is it bright? Is it too bright in here?
That sounds good. For me.
That sounds good.
Happy holidays.
Oh, sexy. And then we have Chief Ito over here. He just looks like what does he look like? He looks like one of those little
garden gnomes.
Garden gnomes, yes. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing great. Just, I'll knock you in the knees when you walk by.
Yeah, isn't it cool that, being Chief, you're retired now.
I am.
But that's once you're Chief, it's like President. You're always called Chief.
Everybody calls you Chief.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
He's always on call.
It's kind of cool.
And the man, the myth, the legend, he's in 17 bands. He's given us all COVID at least once. Jimmy Pino's in the house.
It's good to be back. I hope not to give it to you tonight.
Yeah, no, that'd be
all
great.
Very healthy.
Well, last time.
We think.
We're sharing
It was
glasses.
me.
So I didn't have a show last week, and I didn't. None of you guys know this, so I'm going to start off the top of the show with this. So last Thursday, I had a cardiologist, just a checkup, so I can get my, my blood pressure meds. You got to check in every 6 months to a year or whatever. Sure. So my blood pressure was 128/84, 86, nothing crazy, but he wanted to add something onto it and to make it perfect. And I'm like, I don't know, it sounds kind of dumb, but so whatever. So I kind of went through with it, and on Friday I got the script. I took it at 2 o'clock, just one little pill that, goes with the lisinopril. And about 6:30 at work, I get a little right here and just below the chest cavity, felt like a muscle strain, Yeah. And I was like, what's that? So I take a Tums, because I have acid reflux. I'm like, maybe it's just kind of something coming bubbling back up on me. But I didn't eat much that day. And 2 hours later, it's just growing. It's growing. Yeah. It never went away. It just kind of. And now I'm bending over to get beers, and it's just worse and worse. And I sucked it up.
It's good that you got the priorities there.
Yeah, you got to work first. You got to serve the drinks.
Beers.
So it's midnight, and me and Camp are walking out of work, and it's so bad at this point. And I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do here. I might go to the hospital. He's like, fucking,
Suck it up.
Suck it up, bitch. Don't waste your money going to the hospital.
Man, doctor.
So I get home, and I lasted about 4.5 hours, and I didn't sleep. I couldn't sit down. It was just immense, and it was on my sides now.
Yeah.
And so I went to the hospital. So long story short, they first check you for a heart attack. Obviously, it wasn't that. Then they checked all my organs. I was there 5 fucking hours.
Yeah.
I get home. They literally discharged me with acid reflux. I'm like, I know what acid reflux is.
Yeah. You're having a reaction to the med.
That's what so I get home, and it's even worse now. I can only lie on my stomach. It's the only position I can without being in agonizing pain. So my girlfriend's like, you want to go to Yale? We went to Milford. She's like, you want to go to Yale? I'm like, I'm not fucking wasted. I mean, all my vitals are fine.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, Milford is Yale now, isn't it?
Yeah, but they don't.
The same.
Yeah, but it's Milford.
He wants a second opinion.
Yes, I want a second opinion. Right. So I end up getting to I just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna. Standing up was good, and lying on my stomach was good. Any other position was awful.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday night. Sunday I wake up still kind of feeling 90% of the way I felt. And then it just kind of slowly dissipated. And by Sunday night, I felt fine. Yesterday felt great. And today, and I haven't had a drink in over a week until right now. We're going to try some. See where I went with that?
Cheers.
Yeah, salute,
boys.
We got Viva Tequila Seltzers.
So let me ask you though, when you just went to see the first doctor, did you tell him you're on a new med?
I did.
Did that ever come up?
But check this out. I got there at 5:30 in the morning. And shift change was 7.
Oh.
So I told the first nurse, I go, listen, I tried a new blood pressure med last night, and she's like, oh, interesting. And then I was in so much pain by the time the doctor got here, the new doctor, I forgot to fucking mention it.
So
But
you
my car,
stopped
you-
taking it though, right?
Oh God, it's one and done.
Yeah,
It's in the
yeah.
trash. It's fucking in Milford fucking landfill right now.
So today we celebrate
We celebrate not having a heart attack.
lack of pain.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. So let's get into some Rumrunner stuff. I've been noticing you guys. I know you got some announcements to make, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Well,
Or not announcements, but you have some stuff
well,
brewing.
that I'm playing for the Jets. Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to tell that. If anyone's listening, I'm the new quarterback for the Jets.
I guarantee, if they inserted you with a week of practice,
I could be good, Jeremy.
over under on yards, I bet you would be like 82 yards you'd throw for.
I'm kind of short, but I could throw the ball.
Just roll. You
Now,
roll out.
I
You
just
can
want
roll
to tell
out.
you, the Patriots called me first, but
Listen, I don't want the Patriots to get you because you're going to win us games. I don't want to win any more games.
Man, I don't know, man. All right, I digress. We'll talk about music and stuff.
Yeah, no, we can talk about whatever you want. This
Yeah.
is we've talked about music in the past. We don't have to. I mean, we're gonna talk about obviously what the Runners are up to.
Yeah.
And Dougie, I was at the turkey trot and I saw you guys, and I'll get to you, Johnny. in a
I
I
second.
went over and said hello to you.
I know,
Yeah, I went-
and that's why I wanted to thank you for that. Actually, you did too.
Yeah.
You actually stopped playing and gave me a fist. It's
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, good.
I don't know if your eyes were closed for the fucking
You know
30
what?
seconds I was standing in
I'm
front
gonna
of
tell
you.
you, in my defense, I close my eyes a lot.
Do you?
So I might not have even seen you.
Especially when
I
you're
was in the
reading the
moment.
words.
Dude, it was like 4 in the morning. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
I didn't know what it
Lyrics
was.
we have.
So Dougie is. I mean, he looked like I don't know. It's 8 in the fucking morning. I don't know how. I mean, these morning
It was
shows.
early.
He's got to be rough.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the Wednesday. Did you guys play the night before?
We didn't.
No,
Luckily we did not.
Yeah.
I couldn't do both.
No, I can
One
hear
of
you
them
now.
restaurants downtown once.
I had a feeling you might have, Chief. You might have had a couple though the night before.
7 C's maybe.
I had them while we were setting up. See,
Oh,
He was drinking early.
he looked a little haggard.
I do the breakfast cafe Patron. You know,
Oh my God! Cafe Patron for breakfast?
No, but
It's
Nevco
coffee.
bought that morning beer to cool.
They did.
Cool coffee.
Yeah,
That is a great beer.
Yeah,
Coffee
yeah,
breath. Coffee
yeah,
breath.
It was
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yes, that
There
was
was
a very good
no
beer.
shortage of alcoholic choices.
It was
That
good.
morning.
Yeah,
Free beer.
And
It was
it's
free.
free dessert. It was free beer.
Free beer and
That's
donuts.
how they got us.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, I was cold.
Coffee beer.
And you know, while we're on that topic, though, if I know,
Go ahead.
I'm very sorry, because you know I love.
No, so I get the acknowledgement because I had to run. I had to go to work. I had to work 12
That
hours
was
that
nice that you
day.
came, and I saw the podcast with Tor.
Yes, Tor's
And you
great guy.
guys, when you hit
Yeah.
the turkey trot and talked
Yeah.
about it, you said you would be there, and that was
Yeah.
really, really cool of you to show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
showed up. I bought some
very
raffle
cool.
tickets. I gave them to my friend, and he said he won the TV, not me. So that's a.
And listen, on that
I don't know. What do you
podcast,
think?
Yeah, I don't. Probably him.
he threw out some numbers. He was like, "We want to hit this."
Right,
this,
we
and that."
hit them all,
They
and then
broke-
some.
they broke them all.
Blew them out of the
Blew
water.
them out of the water. Raised a ton of money.
Yeah.
And by the way, that was a fantastic event for anyone who came. It was an honor for us to be there and play.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it next year, Jimmy.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Doing it again.
Something like
I
1,400
try to keep
people.
my eyes open.
Yeah.
Good turnout.
Well, you never stop wearing sunglasses, so I don't know if your eyes are open, closed,
I don't
fucking
have
you're
eyes.
awake. It is a little bright in here, though. I'll give you
That
that
was
much.
the longest intro.
Oh yeah. What did you
Bruce-
guys play? Born to Run.
Born
yeah,
to
the-
Run, Bruce Springsteen.
You
we
were
just did
vamping
the
on it.
beginning,
Yeah.
and we just played those 3 notes.
You just kept
for
vamping on it
20
as
We
you
didn't
were-
realize that 1,400 people had
We were
walked
shuttling
out
on.
of the park while we played that.
Right.
Yeah, we got to thank Tor. He did an incredible
He
job.
really
and all
did. They
that.
did a great job, and
Yeah.
I can't thank them.
I was super impressed. I've never gone to it before,
right?
and I think the way this year went at work, I don't want to like predict anything a year from now, and it actually went great. I just realized how fucking miserable and like people are entitled on that day, and I've worked it like 15 years in a row. And
Yeah,
last year, I'm like when I walked away from what was going on there, and granted it's only a couple hours.
Sure.
I realized I'm like, this is what I want to do on this day, you know. And then, you know, I'm not gonna fucking run it, but I'll walk.
Yeah, do
I'll walk
something
the
good,
mile.
donate, yeah.
I'll donate. I'll, you know, maybe set up a booth and
Yeah.
have you guys in between and have Tor on again or something. I mean,
Yeah.
the weather was perfect
That would
this
be
year
great.
too.
Yeah, that's a great
It
idea.
was a
You know,
beautiful day. The weather
And
was-
instead of schlepping around for
Yeah.
you know who's at the restaurant,
Nah,
for
that's a
fucking-
tough day, man.
It
It's
is.
a tough day.
I mean, the money's good, but it's like at some point, what do you sacrifice? Your well-being and your mental stability. Then
Yeah, like you said,
You know how many people I wanted to snap at that day?
15
Oh,
years
yeah.
to do it.
God.
man.
It's a tough day, man. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressure, and it's supposed to be a fun day.
Right.
You want to spend time with your family, your loved ones.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
I mean, that's kind of why I started working it, so I didn't have to.
So you didn't have
You get just as many fights at home.
Yeah. And that's what I find though is like these people come in and they, it's 10 tops and it's four families and they just hug, hey, have a drink, and then go their separate ways, and
nothing wrong with
no
that.
dishes and no uncle
Yeah.
lying on the couch
Couple
during the
drinks,
second game
pay
of
the bill,
football.
and done.
That's it.
like
So Chief, how was retired life for you? You find you work more now with the band?
So
You did
With
more?
the grandkids, right?
Oh yeah.
I used in the beginning, so the first month, June, I told everybody, I said, I need to go back to work so I could rest and relax and do nothing. I was so freaking busy doing shit.
Retirement almost
But
killed him.
I'm going to tell you a story.
It almost killed him.
He's got 7.
Right after retirement, so he
don't
comes
wanna-
in a sling.
That's what I'm saying.
I
The dude
know, I know.
retires,
It's embarrassing.
and
I
then
don't want to tell
he
you the
falls off
story.
a building.
Yeah, I did. I fell off a building.
3 stories.
3 stories.
3-story
Holy
building,
shit!
right?
You're lucky to be alive.
I landed on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just my shoulder.
Did you spin as you fell? Not but did you rotate?
Well, I did. And
I think it was pushing.
it's unbelievable, but while you're falling in that 2 seconds,
Right.
there's so many scenarios going through your head.
Right.
And I was doing the matrix and picturing where I'm going to go. And I thought my best option was to go sideways
Yeah.
and land on the whole left side. Well, it was a hill, so my shoulder hit, and the rest of the hill was down.
Yeah.
My body never hit at the same time, so it was all shoulder, and I just
Yeah.
shattered everything.
Good thing the Rumrunners, we bought him a life alert, so he didn't get out.
Yeah.
Why? No one was around.
Falling and he can't get
But
one
I
out.
was
was
around?
not falling.
The life alert broke.
The life alert. He shattered the life alert.
He fell on the
couldn't
life
get out.
alert.
I shattered that as well as my rotator cuff and bicep tendon. I didn't even
what
know I
you-
had biceps to tell
Hopefully
you.
the listeners are imagining this exactly what had happened.
Yeah.
Falling off a house, he had a cake, little S on the front, hits the ground, life alert splatters, nobody's there to pick him up.
But Jeremy, he retired, but he's got 37 grandkids. That
Right.
Those are the ones we know of.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there's another one, right? Did you have another one today?
How many
This morning.
grandkids did you have?
Did you really?
No,
Oh.
not a grandson, a son.
I was ready to congratulate you.
Right, there
No,
really
he's
is
got it
nine,
now.
yeah.
He's taking them on for everybody.
Oh my lord! Let me interject one more thing before we get really rolling on the band stuff. So a good friend of mine, Steve Zagraden, he works for Eater Brothers. He used to bartend. He had some of his own health issues as well in the last couple of years, but his wife Karen has unfortunately come down with stage 4 ovarian cancer. And obviously, you guys know Michael Campanelli, Campy.
Yep.
He's the king of fundraising, and he has started a raffle, and we're doing it. So we do every year at Stonebridge. We do what's called a holiday market, and it's our 3rd year doing it. And it always seems like something comes up where we need to do an auction or a raffle, excuse me, and none bigger than this year. And they have a 1-year-old son. She's going hard at experimental stuff and all that good stuff that hopefully can help her out. So they're $10 tickets. You can Venmo me or message me on Facebook, or come down Monday, December 11th at Stonebridge. And basically, the grand prize is $2,000 worth of gift cards. It's not just restaurants either; it's local shops, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
And the second place prize is $500 or whatever's left over in gift cards. So.
That's great.
Yeah, her name is Karen, and she's a great girl. And cancer sucks, and
It
so
does.
I just want to throw that out there at the top of the show.
Our
and
prayers are with their family,
anyone
for
listening, either just DM me or come down on Monday night, and then you can actually see. We're actually doing a raffle too. Like a lot of the local guys are putting baskets together.
What
and
time
stuff.
is he then?
It's like 6 to 9. I
Yeah,
think.
okay.
On the 11th, so that's next Monday.
Next Monday,
Yeah.
Yep, week from yesterday. So.
Definitely try that.
Yeah, come on down. It's a great event in general. It's our 3rd
Yeah.
year doing it, and it's all local people, local shops, and they set up
Yeah.
a little stuff, and they put their stuff out for sale, and you can kind of see what's. How many times you drive through town and not really realize what's there?
You don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention.
If you walk and look at every
I was
doorway,
going to say that.
it's pretty amazing. what
Walking
Milford has.
you walking downtown is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Always is. Then that stroll is this weekend, isn't it? This stroll.
There's always
The
something.
lamplight stroll.
There's always
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It was the tree lighting a couple
tree
weeks
lighting
ago.
that we did a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. That was
The turkey drop. All right, well, let's get into a little band stuff, little Rumrunners fun stuff. You guys are always doing something. You're always involved in charity work as well.
Oh, yeah.
But you had reached out to me. You guys had played at Stonebridge a couple months ago, and you said you got some stuff brewing. You wanted to come back on the show. So, Johnny, I'll start with you. What's good?
Well, thanks for having us.
Of course.
We greatly appreciate it. I know we act like children. It's because we are.
Remember the last time we did this show and it didn't record?
Yeah.
Right, I had to come back to do another one.
It was a great show.
I called you the next day, and we did it over the. We did it on the phone.
We did it over the phone.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
That was
I think Jim gave me COVID that day too.
Yeah, I think I gave
That's
you.
right. We did three.
I must
This
have
is
gave
our
you
fourth.
equipment COVID.
Right?
It didn't work.
Well, it's just 3, but
I don't know
Well,
why
yeah.
I'm taking the blame.
Jimmy
I don't know.
changed the show.
no, it didn't work.
You weren't even
Well,
here.
He called me the next day, Fred. He said, "Oh, just so you know, Jimmy Pino had COVID," and I'm like, "I don't give a fuck." I think the only one that didn't get it from that group.
Yeah.
Me.
Hey.
I didn't get it. I mean, I've had it,
If you don't
right?
get checked, that's a secret, Jimmy.
I don't get sick like that. You give me a drug, I end up in the hospital. Like, you fucking breathe, I'll be fine.
He's fine.
Here's your point.
That's a secret of not getting it.
Don't
Test.
ever go to the
Don't get tested.
Don't take
It's
any
fine.
COVID pills. Be fine.
That's it.
Oh, shit. I don't want to take vitamins anymore.
Everything's bad.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, so anyways, thanks for having us back. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody. We had a phenomenal year.
Yes.
We are so blessed, so lucky. We played some amazing shows. We had some great crowds. We love seeing everybody. We love doing stuff for the community, as you said, and we're very blessed in that respect. But throughout all the gigs and everything that we normally do, we've been recording a record or an album, whatever you want to call it, an original project of original work. And
Is this your second one?
Yeah, this is the second one. We did the first one
Yeah.
locally here in Connecticut, which
we
talked
had
about.
that for that, yeah.
Yeah. This one isn't done yet. It's being mixed right now, but we were fortunate enough to do this down in Nashville.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we went.
How the hell did you get through that without just being so fucking hungover every day?
Dude, it was
Well,
killer.
he had the robust
Don't
thing.
say
Johnny
so
was
here.
on point.
Yeah, I'm tough, man. I'm tough. Although it was fun and some people snuck out of their dorm every now and then, I had to get these guys in the studio for like 10 hours a day.
It was
and
fun.
It was hard.
10 hours,
It
huh?
was fun.
Yeah, that's a long day.
It was a long day. But
Yeah.
what an experience. It was just
Yeah, it was great. We recorded at Blackbird Studios, which
Yeah.
is owned by John McBride, Martina McBride's husband, and we became very close and good friends, and he dug all the stuff that we're doing, and he offered us some great opportunities down there, so we took advantage of them, and we have probably a 15 or 16 song project coming out early 2024.
Awesome.
All original stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. We got, Jimmy killing it on sax. We got Dougie on bass. We got Dean Kosh on the drums. We have Nancy Silbreth singing. We have Brian Robishaw. We have Pat Dunnigan. And we're able to bring on some special players. Some of the sessions we were able to record with drummer Chad Cromwell, who is Neil Young's drummer.
Oh, wow.
He was graced us with his presence, and
Yeah.
the guy was out of sight. We had Jake Brownstein from the band Aggie do some slide guitar work with us, right, Jimmy?
That's right. Yeah, at the recording den. We
Yeah,
played at the
and we were
recording
working
den,
at the
some of that.
recording den too. In
What about Atlantic Records too? One of the.
And we picked up an addition for the first year is our keyboard player.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Joey Bercali
Bercali.
from Free
Bercali.
Play fame.
Oh.
Joe is
Phenomenal.
You're a free play guy, aren't you?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Well,
Joey's
we
been
did.
an amazing addition to the band.
Yeah,
I mean,
Joey
just-
and Dean
Yeah,
Kosh.
they're so talented. Jimmy, these guys are so
They're good-
talented.
good,
They're
great
so
players.
good, and we're so lucky to have them in the band with us. And Joe's got an amazing voice. He can sing like nobody's business. And I think at this point, the Rummer's been around for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of us have joined the band at different times. Doug is an original member. He is an original member,
Founding father.
He's the man.
of this
That's it.
band, along with Brian and Nancy,
Nancy, yeah.
right?
Yep.
So it's three.
And then
three
guys
of us.
like me came in later,
1998.
and everybody else.
I remember them before you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. What year did you join?
I don't know, but I think I'm going on like 13 or 14 years with it.
I thought it would be longer than that.
No.
I
No.
thought it was a
It
little.
goes by slow and it's painful.
And it started at the Stonebridge.
Slow and painful.
It's all right. Well,
That's why you keep your eyes closed when
That's
you
it, man. It's a
sing.
slow bleed. Slow bleed. I'm gonna drip.
we did a gig for 9/11.
Yes.
Right away outside at the Stonebridge, and John and I were playing softball together, and I said, listen, why don't you guys play the Rumrunners play? And they came, you had an acoustic act, I think, at that point, 3 or 4 of yous. And you sat down in a chair, you opened up, and then we played.
Dollar
right
Bags.
after that night.
That's it, man. Yeah,
Pretty
Dollar
much
Bags.
John joined a band right after that.
Doug and I were playing softball for a long time, and
before
I
that.
knew he was in this band, and
Did Doug play shortstop?
no, he played tight end. That's only football.
No, that's Jimmy.
That's right.
He's a wide receiver now.
Actually, so listen, we got
The lowbrow jokes floating around this table.
It's really bad. But listen, Jimmy, all kidding aside, was just honored at his college for his years of playing football.
Yeah.
Come on,
I swear to
where'd you go?
God, we're being serious now.
Where'd you go?
1988 team,
Listen.
we were Division III national champions. in
National
1988.
champs? Who gives a fuck what division you are? Ithaca, okay.
Yeah, man.
So
They had a big reunion.
Yeah, we were in,
Did you get the
put in
ring?
the school hall of fame. Not yet. They're sending us.
Getting a ring.
Well, you don't have the budget of, Alabama over there.
Well, no, don't be mistaken. They're giving him a ring like you put on your back.
Yeah, well, I had the championship
Oh, the ring.
ring.
Yeah, he's getting a ring.
To protect him
I
from-
should have worn.
Yeah,
I don't wear it
stance.
much.
What position were you?
I was a tight end.
Oh, no, I knew that. I just said it right. I wanted him to say
That's how
it.
this came up. That's how this all.
What position were that, John?
That's enough.
I mean, if I had to guess, and not in all jokes aside, I mean, you have the body for being.
He's got the head of a tight end. You got the head of a
Three of us do in here, but
That's
Dougie's hiding his baldness.
That's sometimes.
Yeah, what's your helmet
He
size?
just put on the chin strap.
7 3/4.
Woo!
What's yours?
Oh, probably the same. It's a noggin. We got
That's
noggins.
it. That's right.
We got some
A lot
noggins.
of brains up
A
there.
lot of brains.
That's it.
A lot of brains.
Gotta house them properly.
So, you still have Nashville trips yet to go? Or is
No,
it all
actually-
post-recording now, or post-production?
Yeah, so we're in post-production. We wrapped up all of our time in Nashville. We've been there like 2-3 times a month for the last 6 months. We've been
I
getting
follow you guys
up
on
and
Facebook.
going,
You're always
yeah.
flying down there.
Back and forth. And again, it was
Do you all have to go as a band, or you can record separate stuff and they mix it all?
Separately.
Yeah.
So we would take, like, sometimes me, Jimmy, and Joe would go,
Yeah.
me, Jimmy, and Doug would go. We'd all go down there, depending on what we're trying to finish. And then we've been working at the recording den in Bethany to kind of take everything we got and put it all together. Now, a lot of it was already mixed in Nashville, but we still have about 4 or 5
Yeah,
songs.
making
that we
some
have to finish.
corrections, tweaking it a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
just some changes here and there. But I got to tell you, it was just the most amazing experience.
Was it easier this time around than the
Yeah.
first time?
Yeah, I
You knew
think,
more what to expect. I mean, you guys have been recording, but you've never really done it on a stage like this or
No, exactly.
or
This
originals
was-
and
we
all
took
that.
it to the next level.
Right.
Working out of this studio. I mean, this is a studio where everyone in Nashville records at, so it's a
Well,
pretty big deal.
from Dolly Parton to
Kid Rock.
Did
you see Dolly
Taylor
Parton at the
Swift,
Cowboys
Taylor
game?
Swift.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I had that
77.
same
Take it
outfit.
easy.
I had that same outfit.
77. My mom's 77. She can't get off the couch.
Does she have a Dallas Cowboy?
You gotta
outfit
put her
like
in
that?
a Dallas Cowboy uniform.
No,
Cheerleader.
she's a Patriots fan like me, so we had a good run.
The Patriots will rise again, man.
Dude, they're gonna get one of the top 2 quarterbacks.
That's it, man. Things have to
It's
go
all you
down
need.
to the ashes
It's a
and
quarterback
come back
league.
up.
It's a
That's
quarterback
it.
league, and the Jets can atone to that.
Yeah, I mean, that was
The
terrible. what
NFL's
happened to them.
different
That
now
a
than it
joke.
was, though.
But let me ask you, what about Belichick? Does he
Quarterbacks
stay?
are all
Does he
out.
go?
Yeah,
Do we
6
run him? Do we keep it happening? Or what do you think? What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is,
And you've probably talked about it already.
No. I'm 50-50 on whether he like not me personally, but
Yeah.
like in general, I'm 50-50 he leaves because
Who's this now? I missed
Belichick.
Oh, okay.
See, the thing is everything I read is that if he does leave, then Gerard Mayo and Bill O'Brien and all his underlings that work for him now are going to rise up and take over. So if that's the case, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, keep.
If he does leave, clean fucking house. Bring in these new young offensive minds.
I agree.
Get a good defensive coordinator in there and start over. But Kraft is loyal beyond, loyalty in sports I learned back in the late 80s with the Boston Celtics. They would not trade Larry Bird. They would not trade Kevin McHale, and they now would not trade Robert Parrish or Ainge. And it literally set the franchise back 10 years,
Sure.
if not more.
They won't.
And-
there's no change.
Right.
8 Super Bowl rings he's got. I mean, it's hard to get.
Yeah, no. I have no problem with him staying, but if he
yeah.
does stay, he can't be the general manager anymore.
Yeah.
Well, why would he want to stay?
Well, I mean-
how old is he now? He's got to be.
Well,
70.
he's only like 2 2 9-win seasons away from breaking Don Shula's record.
Yeah.
And he's
So that's
70. He's
motivation.
71.
Yeah.
These guys coach till they're 75 now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Who's the guy, isn't the guy from the Seahawks like one of the oldest coaches?
yeah, he's older. He's older.
Right, he's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Pete
Yeah.
Carroll's like
Yeah.
72,
Yeah,
73.
exactly.
And he fucking runs around that sideline like he's
He
fucking
looks like $1 million.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He's in great
God, he
shape.
looks
Well, when he turns 80, he could run for president.
I tell you what, he would be tripping down all the time down the stairs.
That's it.
Hey, you let me know if you want to talk politics. I'm down.
No.
Let's keep it a fun Rum Runner show here.
That's right.
Chief,
Football, Paul, let's go back to the Rumrunners.
Chief doesn't have to worry about it anymore. He's out of that loop. Yeah, let's go back to the Rum Runners. So, do you have a date yet for this?
No, we don't have I don't want to give out a date yet because I'm not 100% sure. But it'll be like
Within
I said,
the next 6 months?
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
3 or 4 months. We're gonna release it. We'll do a release online. We'll do a Spotify thing. We'll do some live shows.
Yeah, we wanted to
wanna do some
maybe
live
do a
shows.
live show and just do those 10
Originals.
songs.
Yeah.
What about Atlantic Records?
Oh, yeah, we-
Tell
we-
them we did one of them there.
We went to
Really?
Atlantic, yeah, we went to Atlantic Records.
Is that in L.A.?
No, New York.
Oh, New York.
Yeah, we all took the train down. That was
Oh.
great.
We went in.
Gotta love the train.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were the only ones on it that day. But we went in and we were able to showcase 4 songs. And we actually played for the president of Atlantic Records.
I thought you were going to say for the United States.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, we played for Biden.
We played for Biden. And,
He didn't know what the hell was going on.
he slept through the whole thing. And he woke up and he called me Chad. I don't know what happened.
Chad.
Chad.
He said, "Thank you, quarterback of the New York Jets. Good job."
Hey, we have the quarterback from New York Jets. But yeah, we went there and we did like a little audition, and he picked one of our songs to record. So we actually recorded a song right there at Atlantic Records. It was pretty cool. Song called "Ride." We've been playing it out a lot.
Rise?
And
Ride.
Ride, like riding a car.
Yep.
So that'll be on the next up and coming record as well, and we're gonna keep it going. We're taking every opportunity we could get. I know everybody knows us as a cover band, and we love being a cover band, but we're all very creative people, and we're just trying to explore every opportunity that's available to us to make some great music. Man.
Right. I mean, if anything, it's self. Like
It is, man. I live.
you guys can. How many cover bands do we know?
I know.
And-
There's a lot of great cover
Yeah,
bands.
there's tremendous ones. We just had one. Those guys, the Zack and Fry, that are the Zoo.
Yeah.
Those guys are
They
fucking
are
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
We just had Shot Down. I know you guys played
Yeah,
with them at some
love-
events.
love Jeff, love those
I
guys.
think the music scene in Milford, the cover music scene, and in the original, there's a lot of young kids coming up that I've actually
Yes.
had through the show.
Yeah.
And it's great, but I could see the itch. I get it. Like I had an itch to do this show, and I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do, and I started out just talking about. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was still in the Packers 3 years ago, so.
This.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
I got this. I got a sponsor.
gotta
I got the boys from Viva, and I
Thank
love
you
it.
very much for this.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
very good.
And
And congratulations to you. This
you.
is great. You deserve it.
So all the Vivas are tequila? Tequila
Yes.
fuel?
Yeah.
so there's four.
Delicious.
There's four.
Okay.
There's the huckleberry, which is the light blue.
Yeah.
There's the elderberry.
I
So the
like
elderberry
it.
is
I
actually
like
a little
it.
mezcal-y.
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
like the
And then there's a watermelon and a grapefruit. Grapefruit you'll see mostly in my fridge because I just don't like grapefruit in general.
Yeah.
But those are the four flavors.
Yeah.
And they just had me up in Boston a couple of weeks ago for their 2-year anniversary. And I happened to be the first one to get to the hotel, and they had like 5 new flavors, taste testing flavors. He's like, "Yeah, try these," and I was like, "Boom, boom, 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 boom."
What's
Yeah.
that? Clintonville, Wisconsin. That's where it's canned.
Yeah, so it's also obviously the tequila comes from Mexico.
Yeah.
I think they can it in
Wisconsin.
Well, it says yes. I think Chicago's another spot they might do it.
Okay.
Or they brew it and can it there or something.
Yeah.
And then, but it's Boston based.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And the two owners, they're brothers, Chris and Steven Thurston. You ever
Yeah.
heard of Thurston Foods?
Oh yeah.
That's their father.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Okay,
I know
yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Thurston. Yeah, he used to
So,
donate a lot to the beach jam. He said.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's their dad, and
Yeah.
they're from Wallingford.
Yeah.
And they're great guys, and
Yeah.
I wish them all the luck, and they're big supporters of me, and likewise to them.
I
so.
know the Thurstons, great people.
Yeah.
This
great
stuff is
people.
great. I'm telling you, it's great.
Yeah.
It's light. It's easy to drink.
Yep.
It's really good.
88 calories. Come on, say the whole fucking.
it's-
I may have you do the promo for me after we finish the show.
There we go.
Love you.
Johnny with the harmonica.
I'll do it.
Viva!
Yeah.
I know you're so good on the spot too.
Viva
so.
Zapata. Yeah, I would love to do a promo
Yeah.
for it.
We'll have to do it in there though. When it's a little.
We'll do a little two-part harmony, Jim. We'll do
we
something
go.
quick.
What time's your practice tonight?
Whenever
you guys call it.
Whenever this is done.
That's right.
Shout out to Litchfield. No, I love it.
I see there's a
so my
big
Viva is exclusive to the canned beverages, but I can bring any whiskey on I want, and I love these guys.
This is delicious.
Not only great guys, but if you drink a Jack Fire, this is totally different.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah.
This
Not
is
even close.
This is sipping. This ain't like chill it,
It's
shoot
not
it.
too
It's
sweet
not
either.
syrupy.
It's not at all. It's clean and a nice punch to it.
So where do you guys? I don't know if you probably have an idea, but once the album's out, where do you guys want to play the 10 songs? Where would be?
That's a really good question. And we've talked about it because I don't want to confuse people either. I don't want people to come out and see the Rumrunners and be like, oh, they didn't play all the dance stuff, they didn't do fun stuff.
Have you ever thought of changing your name for the originals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna go and we were gonna go under another name, and that way we won't confuse people, but might maybe leak it out so they know who it is. But we wanted to do some like really cool places. Like we were gonna try to play at like Cafe 9 in New Haven.
Yeah.
Dougie, what's a place in Milford you want to play at the Arts?
The Mac.
The Mac.
Train
Oh
station.
yeah, the Mac Center.
Yeah.
That'd be a good place to kick it off.
I think that's where we should kick
Yeah.
it off. We'll go in there
Yeah.
one night and
It's
invite
local.
everybody in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fill the place up and we'll do just like, 8, 10, 12 of them. It's-
And Jared, the stuff is really good. We're rocking 4-part harmonies. We've got killer keyboards, killer sax. Everybody's so talented. The songs are really big. They're really strong, and we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like you said, we got the itch. Man.
So you guys, like so many different styles in your band.
Yeah.
As a cover band.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. Like I remember the last album you had. I loved a lot of your music, but I sensed like almost every song was almost different. You know what I mean?
Boy, you're so intuitive. How much have you been drinking today? You are so.
This is my first drink. I was in the hospital fucking Saturday
It's the
morning.
first drink in a week.
Yes. Since the chest pains.
Yes. Hey, nothing there. Nothing there. We
You
good.
still all right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. The first record, I do a majority of the writing. So the first record, I just wrote a bunch of songs.
Right.
I didn't really have a vision, like a beginning, middle, or end. So even though it's good and I love it, this one is more, and I wrote probably 90% of this stuff too, but this stuff is more in line with like a solid project.
Right.
It's very reflective of the strengths of the band, right? We have killer sax. Jimmy's got some amazing solos. The guitar player's got some great solos. Joe's, rocking a hymn in B3. Doug's bass playing is amazing. Dean on the drums is solid as a rock. And like I said, between me, Nancy, Jimmy, and Joe, we're doing 4-part harmonies. And
Yeah, the harmonies are really
big
cool.
songs.
Yeah.
They're big. The guys
A
in
lot of
Nashville
vocals.
really dug them. Like, I don't know if I'm any good. I probably suck. I don't even
Well,
fucking
look,
know.
they say
You
do
know?
it while you're young. We're doing it while we're old. That's
Yeah,
what I say. We
that's
gotta
right.
give it a shot. You got to give it a shot. And speaking of Nashville, we're hoping to do a little run down
Yeah,
there,
we're
right?
gonna do a rundown.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
So-
Yeah, we are. We're
I'm
gonna try and
coming.
get Connecticut presence down there.
Yes.
And Brian and I had just done a show in Nashville last month.
Now, do you need I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you
No,
need
it's
like how does
Oh,
it work
little
down
bar.
there?
Have you ever been there?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I have a friend that played the circuit, but like you almost have to go to like, isn't there like a conglomerate that owns like 90% of the bars on
Yeah.
the main
We
drag?
might not go that route because we've been fortunate enough to play at some of the more underground clubs that are kind of cool.
Yep.
No disrespect to the Strip.
No,
But
the strip is just the old other animal.
And listen, there's a million towns.
And they want cover shit on the strip.
They really do. So we were thinking of doing more of an intimate thing. Like we just played a club called Third and Lindsley, which is an iconic place in Nashville. And I made a great connection with the owner, and we're hoping to maybe do a show there. And it's just more of an intimate night with the Rumrunners rather than going up and down Broadway and
Right.
seeing 30 bands every 20 minutes.
Right.
So we're going to try to do
By
that.
the time you get to the third bar, you're bombed anyway.
Yeah, you're hammered. You know what's going on. Next thing you know, you're up there singing. So,
Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead.
No, what a great place. Even Chief, remember we went there and we're up on the 3rd floor having dinner. I think it was Jason Aldean's or
Jason
one of the
Aldean's.
Kid
places.
Rock's.
Yeah, but we went there too. But like you hear music and you're like, they left the house music on, and you're like, no, they didn't. That's the band
Downstairs.
Yeah.
There are 3
There's
levels.
bands
So that'd be
every-
Stonebridge.
every
Stonebridge would
floor.
leave the house music on.
Well, that-
Yeah, that I've heard that before.
but there's
No comment. No comment.
That's
Is there
we're
a
famous for
training
that.
course for that?
Yeah.
Like, because nobody ever knows
Well,
what
no,
I say.
all
And it's
no.
not you or Campy. It's usually just
Let
some
me tell you
random
something.
person.
I think you know better than anything that me and Campy run that roost.
You did.
And like, if anything is missed, it's not because of us.
Oh, no, come on.
No, I'm not even like. I know you know, but like, it's funny. Like, so many people are like, I'm like, dude. First of all, it's that thing is a whole beast on its own. And when I'm stuck in my spot, there's nothing else I can do.
No, trust me, I know.
I can't.
And listen, we're in love with Stonebridge.
Yeah, my girlfriend's like, you haven't texted me back in 3 hours, and I'm like, well, I can't leave the fucking corner.
4 or 5
Deep at the bar. You know?
Right.
And listen, man, we've had some great times together.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be behind the bar, the Rumrunners playing, all the fantastic
I always
people of
say
Milford that
my
come and see
favorite,
us.
my least favorite day is Oyster Fest. As far as like just
a long
the length of it, the crowd early for the Oyster Fest. But the minute you guys go on, I don't know if it's something you guys like just step it. I mean, I'm not saying. I always feel like there's just so. I mean, it could be the crowd, but when you guys play Oyster Fest, like I find myself like fucking bopping around.
There's
behind.
an energy.
There's an energy there that
I agree with you 100%.
You know, and it's like I see you standing on the speakers and
I love it,
fucking,
man.
you know,
I love
everyone. You got the crowds going, and not that you don't do that normally, but like
We had a
that
great
day,
time.
though.
This year was great.
Yeah, I just feel like
There's something about that day.
It's just
special.
magic,
Yeah.
man. Downtown Milford, it's magic.
But
It's
even on
killer.
the docks, everywhere, just walking around.
Yeah.
The whole day is.
It is
like
great.
And listen, man, you know, like at the end, like I know what my job is. My job is to do that. My job is to make sure that everyone has a great time. That I'm giving everything I got. I don't leave anything on the table, man. When I'm done with that show, I can barely walk.
Right.
I'm like toast.
I
Right.
like the fireworks show we do too. That's great.
Oh, the Milford Fireworks.
Milford
That was a good
Fireworks,
show
yeah.
too.
I mean,
that
it's
was a lot of fun.
just you know, you feel so good being
And listen, we
part of
gotta
How
it.
about Woodmont Day? I always work it. That's got to be a fun one, huh?
Great
It
one.
is. Same feel.
Backdrop on the water. You get 400 or 500 people. Maybe I don't know, a couple thousand people. I don't even know.
Yeah, it could be. That's
Oh,
what
400 or 500. There's
don't know.
3,000.
I failed
last
math.
year. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all
But
right.
we
Keep
gotta
singing,
give a
keep singing.
special shout out to our boy Phil at Stonebridge.
Yes.
Love him.
Oh, yeah.
Always thank Phil for having
Yeah.
us. Him and his dad. We appreciate it as
Yeah.
always. He's a
He
great
plays
guy.
the drums every year with
Yeah,
us.
Phil sits in with us every year and plays
Sits
drums.
in.
I can't even. I don't even see that. I have
Yeah,
no
I
Are you
idea.
kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year he plays lump.
Yeah.
She's lump.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Phil's a great drummer.
He's an amazing.
Yeah.
He's a
Very
good
good.
musician.
I remember him
bass
back-
player too.
Yeah. That was back in the Daniel Street days.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had a band.
Yes.
I couldn't remember the name of it.
I
Yeah.
don't even know.
But
No, he
dude, he had this fucking. So you know how we had like these takeover Tuesdays
Yeah.
at Daniel Street, and there was like all these like weird
Oh,
indie
yeah,
bands
yeah,
from
yeah.
around the neighborhood. So he would play because it was his idea, and it was fun. I always worked at Tuesday nights, and he had this band, and again can't remember the name of it. And he would get up top. It was 3 guys. He was drumming and a bass and a lead singer, but Phil would sing from behind the drum set.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
and
He's a good singer.
but this is what it was like. It was like nyah, nyah, nyah. So he would get off stage. I'm like, what the fuck was that? He goes, oh, so yeah, our band, we do songs in an alien language we came up with. And I'm just like, how much fucking weed do you smoke,
Wow.
bro?
He's artistic, Phil.
I gotta learn that language.
He literally was like, it's like they, you know, what was it, Star Trek or whatever? They came up with like a whole alien language, like a whole, like they actually. You can translate it into
Yeah.
with your iPhone, and you can translate it into English.
A lot of free time.
I mean, his language didn't do that, but yeah. So I
Sesame
think
Street and
I miss.
and
I-
Zoom. You remember the show Zoom? You're too young. There was a
no
show.
Zoom. No, maybe not.
Zuma, Zoom.
Yeah, yeah, they
I
had-
wanna zoom. I remember that show.
I definitely don't
They had
You
their
remember.
don't
own
remember
language.
that? Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Add the Z before.
I'm almost 50. Like how you guys?
50 or 55.
Yeah. Well, Doug, you want to?
No.
Chief,
Come on and
Listen,
zoom.
I don't-
You don't remember
It's
Zoom?
great.
his oldest grandchild is 47.
No, I don't. Actually, tomorrow his friend's kid's wedding. Hey, can I
Really?
open these cans? Can I open
I
them?
remember. Go ahead, Chief. What about Zoom? We were cutting you off.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chief.
No, they had their own little language. I don't remember.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
No, they had their own language, just like on Sesame Street. Then,
Yeah.
It's like so. Phil obviously.
That's
What does that translate down
That was
to?
I play
Eat your
drums.
Wheaties?
I own a restaurant.
Phil is channeling the language.
So, Chief, let's stick with you. How? No. I don't think we've ever talked about like I kind of know your background because it goes way back. We go way back. We go to like 1995.
Easy.
Wow.
And that was before we were dating.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes, imagine that.
And you know my wife?
I do.
Yes.
Yes. That's how I met you.
Yes.
Wait.
That's another story.
Should I have said this? I don't know where this is going right
It's
now.
all good.
Courtney is one of my favorite people of all
and
time.
she loves you and Candy
Oh
very
yes,
dearly.
Courtney is
My wife's
awesome.
a good egg, man. She puts up with all my crap.
Yeah, you know. She know you're here today?
Absolutely. She told me to have a great podcast.
Yeah, and she's a fellow Red Sox fan. So
totally.
No, me and your wife worked at 4 years together.
Yeah.
With Joni and Andrea.
Yeah, we had a good crew.
Yeah, it was fun.
Everybody's
back
still
then.
around. It's all good.
But Chief.
Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
So, how long you been in music your whole life, or do you have any influences? Do you just kind of learn bass? I mean, it's the easiest guitar to learn.
That's why I picked it up. It only has 4 strings.
It only has 4 strings. It is easy.
Here, why here?
Oh yeah, I got you. Just to put you on the spot like that.
Chief talking.
Jeremy, you know what's crazy? Sometimes we don't even turn it on.
Guys, so
Damn, you were good last night. Wasn't even on.
is this mic on? Because usually I'm off. We have, I don't know if John told you, but we have a 5-part harmony.
Oh yeah, they kind of excluded you from that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is it all depending on how much wine you had the night
Doug
before?
can sing. He's right. But lately, he doesn't set up a microphone. I don't know what the problem is. I don't want to get into band politics here, but he's like, do you want me to sing? Yeah, sing.
Yeah, I was 15 years old probably when I first picked up. My brother played guitar.
That's right.
He had basses, and he had my
The
brother.
6-stringer though? He played the 6-stringer?
He had 6-string,
Yeah.
but he had bass too. And,
He was more advanced.
He was more
strings.
He's a
little more stringy.
player. And of course, your older brothers don't touch my stuff while I go out. And as soon as he did car drives away, and I'm playing his guitar. But I always liked the bass, and I was just listening to the bass notes, and then came along the band Yes.
Oh, I love Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God! Now, so I listened to that. Chris Squire playing bass.
Holy
That's
shit.
what I want.
I haven't thought about that band in a long time. It's a great reference.
Oh my God!
Yes, it's awesome.
So that's what
Yes.
I want to play bass. Then you start listening to the Who and the Allman Brothers, and just these great bass players with, and they're good bass lines.
Yeah.
I can't play any Chris Squire stuff. I would love
Really?
to. I say
It's too complicated,
before
or
I die. Well, it's hard. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
Plus,
There's
he
probably
plays
one or
with- you
two
play with a
songs.
pick, right?
He plays with a pick. I play with a
Play
pick.
pick, yeah. Some bass players can play
You
with
don't
a
think-
And I
fingers.
always say once in a while.
you gotta finger it a little bit. Yeah, it gets
Bass.
loose. It gets loose.
Yeah. I'm not.
Why, Chief? You're on camera. You're on camera.
They can see your hands.
You're on camera. That's better.
I play with a pick.
Go!
Some people, what they
I can do it. Nobody
they tickle
can sing
the
that.
iris.
He's tickling something.
He's fingering the. No.
Thank God it's a high table.
But
I like it up here a little more. Though.
This is good.
I tell you, I
Yeah,
love
right,
it, man.
right.
This is
I love
crazy.
it.
I have to do a few more shows up here.
When you said the big room, I was confused. I didn't even know this was here until you sent me the picture.
Yeah.
We've always done the other room.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I like the other room too.
Yeah. Well, the other room's kind of like my man cave room.
Yeah.
I got all the shit in there.
So
but out
what is
here-
that, like a triple camera or a
So it's called a. So actually, I have 3 cameras.
It's three.
and
Yeah.
The problem. So this just like I'll go right to you, Jimmy. Boom. That
the
quick.
top
Now
two.
it's on.
Wow,
here.
look at
Yeah.
that.
That's how
Whoa,
fast.
slow
Yeah.
down. Hey, wait. Hold on.
But I could do like 3 cameras, but then like my so it's an OBS app. So
neat.
like
Go to me.
it would be like try. So like that's Jimmy right now.
So it turns. Wow, that's wild.
Chief, that's you.
Look at
See,
that.
look at that. You look like fucking. You look.
It's a robot.
Yeah, have you ever? You want to see? Hold on, let's get us. Remember that movie?
Drink Viva, the cool, refreshing drink.
What was it? Austin Powers, the second one, when they did the fucking.
Is that what Goldfinger?
Yeah, baby.
No, no, that was the third. The second one when Mini Me came out.
Oh, yeah.
It might have been the third one though, but like they were in prison and they did the rap, and they were wearing the flannel with.
That's it. Yeah, you got a little hat on.
Chief's Mini-Me. I
There
guess
it
like
is.
Mini-Me.
Oh, I wish I could just pull it up. Wish the production was like here. I just pull it up and fucking side by side it right
I
now.
wanted to do a Halloween gig this year. 'Cause we used to play Halloween.
But they had like the
We did
Hispanic
dress
tie
up.
in the front of that.
Yeah,
But I wanted,
Yeah.
I wanted to be like Jimmy and I would be Jimmy, Minnie, you.
We'll do it another
You know,
time.
I
We're
can
in
sit
Grace.
on your shoulder.
That's it.
I'll
That's
have a
it.
little sax,
A little mini sax.
mini sax.
Mini sax, you're fingering it.
That'd be an honor, Chief. Thank you.
That's very nice. He wants to be just like
You know, when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
That's Chief.
All right, Jimmy, when did you first have sax?
I first had sax in the 4th grade.
Really?
Well,
That's young.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Did she get fired? Arrested? No, back then it was like no big deal. Now it's like you go to prison for 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
was a Catholic
Mary L. Tracy School in Orange. Yeah, that's where I grew up in Orange.
No good.
Is that a real school?
It was, yeah, it's
still there.
Mary L. what?
Mary L. Tracy
It's still a
School in
school.
Orange.
That's a weird
Yep.
name.
It's a school.
It stopped. It was a community center for a while. Now it's back to being a school. I think.
It's where
K
central
through
office
4.
is.
Same
Yeah,
name? Same
that's
name?
where. Yeah, Mary L. Tracy School.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So I studied. It was the school band with Mrs. Pollard, and I played, and then I got into sports after that, and I played in jazz band, and then I went on to college.
So you went from having sax with your teacher to tight end. That's quite
geez,
the
I don't
fucking
know.
flow.
That's
Sounds
I don't know how
like
they
a
bored
book.
that in, but that
Sounds
sounds
like
like
a book,
something.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Sounds like a book.
now I'm a wide receiver.
No, in all honesty, like
You should have played in the
Yeah.
band. In
that's got to be a hard instrument to pick up.
I was fascinated by it in 4th grade. That's why I say so. I was in the school band, and my parents went to Banco's, and they bought me a beginner saxophone, and I figured it out, and I just got into it.
Sax is not easy,
From
man.
there. No,
that's
it's
not an easy
unique.
instrument for a kid to pick up.
Right.
It's a
And,
hard instrument.
Who was your influences?
Yeah.
Oh God, I have too many to name, but I would
Yeah.
say it evolved over the years. I mean, everybody talks about Charlie Parker and John Coltrane, but I like Maceo Parker. He's a funk
Yeah.
player, and I would say he would be my number one influence. Maceo Parker and King Curtis. King Curtis was Aretha Franklin's sax player, and he influenced Clarence Clemens, of course.
Of course, yeah.
The best.
But
Great.
King Curtis was murdered at 37 years old in 1970s. Yeah, somewhere
Really?
in there, and just that thick sound that I like, So anyway,
I do.
No,
Your sax
I
sounds
love the
awesome.
background
oh,
stories.
thank you, Chief.
Yeah, Jimmy.
but
I
it's
gotta
like
tell you, we were talking about that energy.
Yeah.
Jimmy brings that energy. Like when
Oh,
we
man,
play,
I love it.
Like he goes out in the crowd and he plays, and he's an amazing player. But he goes out there and he has that personality that it's like
You guys all have that energy except for Chief. Pretty much.
Chief
Well,
got
no,
it.
put the
Chief-
camera on
Chief's
him now.
kinda-
Look how energetic he is right now. I think hold on, he just took a breath. He is energetic.
He's like Fleet. Did you see him at the
Hey, you know
Charles
what,
Island
though?
Fest?
You were the
He had
first
the-
one to fist bump me on fucking Thanksgiving.
Okay, so
That's right.
Before he was bald, he had dreadlocks on Charles Island Fest. With the yellow glasses. that hat.
That was
He's a big
that
Bob
hat
Marley
with
fan.
dreads.
That was a great day. That was fun.
That was great. Charles
That's all.
Island.
So yeah, that all.
Charles Island.
That's all insurances, right?
Yeah.
That's all insurance. And
Can't
he's
get
gonna
too
sue
deep
over
into it, but it
You know,
just-
I had two friends from Ithaca football. They came over from Long Island on their boat.
Yeah.
And I remember they anchored right in front of the barge, but the anchor didn't bite, and they kept floating, farther and
Yeah.
farther away. But he said that people were swimming. He was so afraid of hitting. It was crazy. It was just a
Right.
crazy,
Could have been dangerous.
crazy day.
A little bit.
That, yeah, I mean, again,
But I would-
another event I
you were
missed because I
I'd
probably
love if they brought it back.
Yeah.
If they brought it
Yeah.
back.
Well, they still go out there anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, might as well.
It's on me.
Oh yeah,
Be careful.
They do like
That's
a
all right.
tie
Soft,
down.
soft.
Yeah, they tie up.
They
Thing's
tie
cool.
up all
Tie
the
up.
boats.
So they
and
tied
just
up
play
this
music
year
and
when
hang
the
out.
date.
Yeah,
was
but then
supposed to
you
be.
get in situations where there's an emergency or people got to leave,
It could be
or
dangerous.
it's yeah.
We had
You
a
know
couple
what?
boats sink.
That was like a bucket list thing.
It's
for
a
us.
great idea. I'm glad it happened. Was it twice it happened or just once?
Three
For us,
Oh,
it was
three times?
For us,
Three-
three and
so-
maybe four before that.
Oh, yeah, we had one before
yeah,
that.
that
And it
was a
got
couple
canceled.
years before.
And every year it got bigger and bigger. And I think our last year we hit the highest mark for fundraising. So it did go out with a bang, but it's a lot of work.
Why don't they just set something up on the beach, like a stage?
Well,
Or is it-
it was
We
supposed
were
to be a
thinking-
I guess you-
boaters event.
We were thinking that, doing it on
Yeah.
a golf beach, set up a
Right,
stage,
right.
But it's a
play
boaters event.
towards the water so everybody
Right.
can hang
Here
out in the
and
water.
do whatever they want.
Right.
and- But again,
I don't know.
boating.
You got-
Boating's like golf. There's drinking involved.
You got to get an ET head or 2 eyeballs on that camera, so when it moves,
So
Oh, it's
can
on
see
you.
it?
See it?
you can see.
I can see it.
It does have the ET kind of head, doesn't
It
it?
does. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to put a couple eyeballs on it. It'd be neat.
There's not too much glare off your head though. Mine's got a lot of glare.
Hold on,
Mine's got a lot of glare.
I feel like
no.
Rod.
Actually, not too bad.
You know what? This is a nice backdrop.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
That's really
Yes.
cool.
really
Thank you,
does.
Viva, for making this for me.
Very nice.
Yeah. So,
Tequila seltzer, that is
what's
pretty
what's your next? What's coming? I know you guys are probably busy up through the holiday. You guys take a break?
We do. So
cool. We got some big stuff to tell you now.
Well, let's get into it.
Well, I drive the band. This is gonna sound like a bad porno. I drive the band really hard.
Especially
I do. We do a
especially
lot of
the wide
shows.
receiver.
Yeah, especially our tight end.
Tight end, dude.
He
Well, he's a
was.
wide
He
receiver
was
now.
a tight end.
Yeah.
So a break is well deserved after
Of
all the things
course.
we've done.
Of course.
We'll keep working. A break isn't technically a break, but we're going to take a little time off. Let everybody spend some time with their families, enjoy the holidays and Christmas. But this Friday we're doing the Chaz and AJ PLR toy drive,
Nice.
and that is with Foghat and Finger 11. And then
love Finger
Yeah, Friday
isn't that
morning.
cool, man? They're
That's
gonna be-
awesome.
Hey,
I mean, I like
come-
Foghat too, but they're a little. I mean, Finger 11.
Come
That's
here,
right.
hook you up. Come.
When is
sneak
it?
in with us.
Friday
It's
morning.
Friday
It's
morning.
early in the morning. I mean, the event's like.
I can wake up by fucking 11. Are
It's
you
starting-
talking about 11? Or
Finger
No, Finger 11 was on at 6
So what time you
a.m.
guys got to be there?
6.
Oh yeah, all right. Just send me fucking pictures.
But then
Two while
Saturday
you're lying in
night,
bed, put 99.1 on.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it.
yes, if anybody wants to listen in, you can listen into the live broadcast. But we'll be playing, and it's a fundraiser, Toys for Tots. We're
Is this Friday?
It's this Friday.
it's
Yeah,
Friday.
we're lucky enough to get asked to do it, and we'll be playing some Christmas songs. Their usual stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be a
Yeah.
really good time. But more importantly, we're doing another show on Saturday, Doug. And why don't you tell them what that event
Come
is?
on.
Saturday, Grassy Hill. It's an organization in Milford called Keep Milford Warm.
Yes.
Oh, I just had him on.
We are
Great.
We
Great.
are playing.
I mean, you were mentioned in that show.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is their first year that they hired us. I think they had a DJ in the past.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
They have
approached-
their grand ball, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
our first
yeah.
year doing it, so
Yeah,
we're
we'll
looking
do
forward
it.
to it. That's going to be a lot of
The
fun.
McGraths and all those guys.
Is
They're
that
such
open
great
to the
people.
public or no?
No,
It's
they
not.
sold out. It's
They did.
ticketed,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
after party's at Anthony D's. You come
I
see the
understand
brother,
that,
but
yeah.
nobody plays. You
That's
guys
right. Jim will be playing with the brother. Well, Jim's going to play with the Rumrunners. Then he sneaks up.
And he
You know,
sneaks
the more
up.
you
Yeah.
drink,
Who you playing with
the more-
over there?
With
it's
the
hard
Brotherhoods,
to
they're a funk
sing,
band.
man.
We do
Oh, yeah?
a lot of old school funk.
Runner,
yeah,
runner,
it's
runner.
How many bands are you in?
Really,
17,
really,
I think
No,
is what
I
you said.
freelance, but really three bands
Yeah.
primarily. But Free Play hasn't been playing as much since the COVID.
We,
You know, I
we're
know this
lucky
is-
with Jimmy.
I know this is-
we real Jimmy in.
This is Jeremy's show.
Real
But
deal.
let me ask you. Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Oh, me?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Jeremy.
yeah.
You got
I'm
it.
going to sit back and relax on this one.
Yeah, Jimmy Pino. What's your favorite band?
Oh, well.
We started! Oh, shit! No more whiskey for you.
Let's have a drink.
No, I love all. Listen, I
Yeah, you guys kind of
love the
you put him on the spot on that one.
Didn't I?
Yeah,
I love the Rumrunners, especially because you guys are right next to me.
I love the band that's in the room with me.
yeah.
I just, honestly, I do
Hey
love
Jimmy,
these guys. These
what's
guys
your
are
favorite
the
podcast?
Hey, drinking
All right, there we go.
with the dog. But seriously, I just love to play, and I love these guys. Rumrunners are family to me. You know,
No,
It's
that's
Milford,
true.
you
Yeah, we're
guys are family. You
You
know,
can sub out with them other cats, but we're
nah,
family.
you guys are family.
We know
100%.
So listen, I know you and
Yeah.
Dean and Joe and
Yeah.
you guys. You know, you're
We're all
playing in these
family.
top-notch bands, but you all came to the Rumrunners and you say, "I just love playing with this band. There's no pressure. It's fun.
It's
You
fun,
guys
that's
just
right.
Relax." And you know
That's
the way
right.
We always were like that. It took John a little while to get there.
Yeah.
He's there.
At least, you know.
Well, John, 25 years ago was like, all right, I'm making it big time.
He was big
Yeah,
time.
Matt's
He was.
altar.
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
That's it.
But you know what? I give it all
What-
up, Jeff.
you-
I
you-
wanted
you-
to be at the
just for the
Rumrunners.
Rumrunners.
So when they asked me about the girls the intro, I said, I'm playing softball with Doug. I can't go. I'm going to play bongos in this band.
What was the song you guys always came out to?
What's
In Matt's
this?
altar. In Matt's altar. It was like it was from Jesus Christ something.
It was Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes.
And it was.
I don't know how I remember all this shit.
Yeah. It was like the intro song to the rock opera.
I saw
My
you
mind
guys.
is clearer now. Yeah.
I saw you guys play at Van Dome
Wow. Yeah.
in like 1997ish.
Strangely, that reminded me of Jimmy when you said that.
Oh yeah,
Van Dome?
Van Dome.
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 What about
Yeah, fucking 3 domes. He's hiding his over here.
Three
Hey,
domes
get back
here.
to your seat.
No, he's not on camera. He
Is
can do
that
what he
personal
wants.
ball?
No, no,
Oh
no.
yeah, we did a lot
You
of
guys
stuff,
keep going.
man.
Yeah.
And that's
I got to show
why
something to Jeremy if I can find it.
I think the original
If you can
itch
find it.
keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Agreed.
it just never goes away. But the really cool thing now is technology is so cool. Oh
That's
my God, what is wrong with you?
Where'd you
And
get that
why would
from?
you
Hold
even
on.
have that?
What is it? What is it? What?
That
Is
is
that
Jimmy
Johnny?
half naked.
I can actually
It's a
zoom in
chick.
on this. Hold on.
Please don't.
Oh, I got it.
Why do I have that picture of
Hey,
my
we
phone?
need to take an emergency break for our sponsors, Viva. Viva, the cool.
That is
refreshing drink.
Johnny.
Alone.
With,
I have to
you're almost like a
remember
white Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, but I
With,
can
like-
sing.
Milli Vanilli.
What is
That's
that?
awesome. That is
special
awesome.
I'm gonna tell you.
What year was that? Was that
Joey
Matt's
Cannoli.
Alters days or before that?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Was that Matt's Alters days before that?
No, that was before that.
Oh God, were you
Yeah, that was
18 in that
garage-
picture?
yeah, we were
How
garage
the hell did you get
band.
hold of that?
And why is it on your phone? I'd rather have you have a
And
picture
cheap,
of my
that's a
wife.
little creepy.
Can you please use that?
Hey, listen, I'm just about.
If he was still cheap, he'd probably get fired for
I
that.
stand in
Hey,
back.
let's do a toast.
Oh yeah, we have
Salud.
a toast yet.
Because
Salud.
I'm getting louder and more fun.
That's it.
Uh-oh.
That's how the show
Cheers.
goes.
Salud.
There
Jimmy.
it is. Yes. Salute
This is good
Salud.
to Litchfield Distillery.
shit. But yeah, so we're gonna keep
With the
rolling along,
cinnamon
man.
stick.
You know what I always ask the man every New Year's we get together. So we go out for dinners, we have little dinners and stuff, and I'll be like, all right, who's in for another year?
Right.
You know, because seriously, you really got to ask that question. Everybody has a lot of things going on in their lives. You know, and you're like, are you in it? Because if it is, well, here's the next 60 shows, you know, getting us to next year. Like, we're already booked for 2024, so I got to know who's there and who's not. And God willing,
Who handles all that?
me. I do.
You don't get fucking
And a little
paid
bit
enough.
of-
These guys are fucking feeding off of you. It's ridiculous. It's fucking
People
ridiculous.
book some shows.
Sure, it's a solo album coming out in 2024. Solo album. It's called Johnny.
Johnny
Just
Clayton,
I told you that.
the new kid in town.
I don't mind doing it. It's all good stuff. You know,
That's the hardest part.
And that's
Honestly,
But
you know how to sing. You guys know how to play music. You guys know how to get in the studio and practice. Booking is the hardest fucking part.
And sometimes it's not fun.
I have a hard time booking fucking shows. I've been blown off 4 times in the last 2 months.
I
It is
never
a-
do that.
No, you never.
Never do that.
No.
I would come here if I was the quarterback for
We're
the
the last
Jets.
resort.
I would come here. Did he got really hurt last night? Did you see him?
Who? Oh, Trevor?
Yeah.
Yeah, high ankle sprain. They said he might play this
Lawrence,
week.
He got stepped on by his
I
own
bet on
guy.
Jacksonville,
His
too.
own
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
guy stepped on him.
Yeah, but that was a nasty looking.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. He's
And it was his own player that rolled him up.
It was his own
Yeah,
player.
yeah,
Knocked him
yeah.
down.
That
But
sucks.
yeah, but anyways, yeah, toast. Did I say that right?
Yeah, we did.
No,
Yeah,
let's
you
do
did.
it.
Toast again.
Toast.
Yeah, sure. Hey.
Toast, toast.
This is what's going on.
This is called drinking.
So listen, like I said earlier, I grew up on listening to Yes and wanted to play bass. and
Great
just
band.
do all that, and
Great
you know, and lately I've always said, before I die, I want to play out a Yes song. I want to play a Yes song live in
Yeah.
a band, and we could never.
We
do
never
it.
got to it.
Nobody
do
would
it.
sing it. Nobody could do it. But I mean,
It's
if we-
really hard. I gotta be honest with you. It's really hard to sing. That guy sings so high. I can't do it.
There's gotta be.
Maybe Nancy
But
can do
we,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
Seriously.
There you go.
sing it Saturday night, and I could die Sunday.
Blue, I've been around about. Is that the?
Roundabout, yeah, we.
Yeah, but he goes up high, man. You know.
I'll play the
What about
vocals
what about
on
some of your
horn.
80s songs?
We'll do an elevator music version.
What was their album?
Owner of a Lonely
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So what was that
One
album?
that everybody can.
Right.
I don't.
Like 87, 88?
Yeah.
Because in 88 I was, no, 88 I
They had a
was.
big record then. That was a big record.
That was the record. That was the
Yeah.
record I listened to.
Because Yes
That was like one of the
the
last ones, I think, right?
Yeah,
I never wanted to play anything commercial.
They were like a 70s
They played
progressive
12-minute
band.
songs or longer.
Yeah, they were good. They were
Yeah.
good
And
musicians.
so many different parts and changes.
They're like a
and
70s
move,
Dream
just
Theater, you know? I mean,
very
they were
cool.
talented
Yeah.
guys. They did stuff that, it's almost like they did it on purpose so no one else could play it. It was
Yeah.
hard.
Even the drums are hard in that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm like, the song's going through my head now. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
A lot of
These guys are
changes.
talented.
A lot of changes.
But I was into
For
that.
my younger listeners, check out Yes from the fucking
You know, you won't
early,
you won't-
late 70s,
You won't be
80s.
disappointed.
No, you won't.
I mean,
That's one thing about music. It's like so timeless.
great players are great players, you know, and so you can't deny it.
All right, so what's your favorite genre?
I would
Just to listen to, not to play.
Oh, to listen to?
Yes.
I don't know, indie rock.
Indie rock?
Yeah,
Okay.
indie rock.
If you're in your car, what are you putting on? Or if you're at the gym, let's say if you're at the gym, what are you putting on?
Well, I love Sublime. I love Alice in Chains. I love Soundgarden. I love anything Chris Cornell.
So
I would say Chris Cornell's
let's stick with Chris Cornell, Soundgarden,
Yeah.
and Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I was a kid, my parents listened to Neil Diamond,
Sure.
ABBA,
Yeah.
whatever, those bands of
They're
that
still
genre.
big today.
And they never moved off that.
Your
Here's
parents.
the thing, my parents. And I always said I will always stay with the times, and I have. Like I love Alice in Chains. Like I'm a let's say I was.
But you're younger than them too.
No, but I'm 50.
Yeah.
Like when they were like sticking with it, they were younger than what I am now.
And that's not
You
music
know?
that everybody kind of digs.
Right.
I respect the harmonies, the way they sang. I mean, the guy was.
But I always promised myself I want to stay not relevant. I want to stay
Current.
Current. Thank you. I want to stay current in the rock, because I'm a rock guy in the rock world, and I have like you go in my car right now. It's Octane, and it's like I love hearing new rock. Like I love classic. Like don't get me wrong.
No, yeah.
If Cornell ever comes on, like I'm not changing that channel.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Audio Slave or Soundgarden,
Yeah,
I am not
any
changing that
bands you
channel.
said.
Yeah, but there's some really, really, really good bands out there, but rock just does not get the exposure that
It doesn't.
all the other shit does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, and it's so. I mean, just for me, I could care less. I could really care
Regular
less.
radio.
Those guys could play just for me, and I'd be happy. But I'd like to see them. Some of them get some recognition and get money. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. There was a girl on Octane. She's like one of the DJs or whatever. And she was doing a rock fest out in like Indiana or something. And there was like 38,000 bands there. And she said, when you're walking around the venue, outside of the venue, like don't buy a T-shirt from one of those, T-shirt hawkers,
One of the vendors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at first I was like, I said this on my show already, but I'm going to reach a different audience today because I got you guys on. I was like, fuck that. I used to walk out of fucking Stain concerts in fucking early 2000s and get 3 T-shirts for $20 because they were just trying to get rid of shit.
Yeah.
But then she kept going on. She's like, the band gets nothing.
Yeah.
And I realized how rock kind of struggles right now. Like, go inside. First of all, like 5 washes, the thing is disintegrated on you.
It's gone.
And go in, spend the $55. I was at the last concert I actually was at was a Post Malone concert in Nashville.
No way.
In Nashville,
Let's see Post Malone?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
And
he's really good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's really good.
And not my genre, but
Me
he was
neither,
so
but
entertaining.
the guy's talented.
He's so talented. So I didn't buy a shirt, but my girlfriend did, and she spent like $60 or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But, he'll
But
get a
maybe
piece of
he
it.
gets $7 of that.
Right.
But the guy outside, he's just printing this shit, in his
yeah.
basement. And I never thought about it younger, but now that I'm older and I appreciate money more and I appreciate like the economics and all of that goes with what these guys are doing. And
the
yes, they're
artist
making
that's performing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can be the most famous guy on the planet. It doesn't mean you have money.
Right.
Because-
Especially this industry.
Yeah, this industry
Right.
is horrible, and I'm
Right.
sure it's in other industries also. But this industry is really bad because what the perception is of what a rock star is or someone who's famous or whatever, it doesn't always equate to like they've got a ton of money.
Right.
Sometimes, like you heard all those horror stories like Billy Joel and Tom Petty. Their managers who were like related to them ripped them off and took all their money.
Right.
Like, and these guys are struggling to go out on tour to scrape. I think, and I could be totally wrong. People can refute me, but I think going on tour is the only way to make your money. That's the only way to
today
make money
it
now
seems like
because
that,
everything.
the record business. I mean,
Yeah, you can't make
Well,
money.
didn't a lot of these
Label.
bands, especially in the rock industry, go like no label? Like
Yeah.
they made money
Yeah,
and they built their own they built their own like Korn. I know Korn for a fact.
Another good band.
Has an awesome band.
Yeah.
They have their own studio. They do
Yeah.
not do anything with any of these big.
You don't need a record label to be successful.
Well,
You might need one for distribution and awareness
Right.
and all that stuff, but the way social media is set up right now, you can do it all from your living room.
look at Justin Bieber and YouTube.
look
I
at
mean,
Billie
that's the
Eilish. She
whole
made her own
story with
record in
him.
her
Just
house.
start YouTube and stuff.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's all different.
it's all different.
But I think, like I said before, good music will always prevail. Good music is good music. Good musicians
Right.
are good musicians. The shit gets weeded out. The guys and
You know,
the
and
girls
then
that
like people like Taylor Swift and all the the bigs of the industry end up selling their catalogs anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I think she
Happened
just
to
sold
Hall &
hers.
Oates. You heard a song with Hall & Oates?
Yeah, they're up there like suing each other.
Yeah, the dude's got a restraining order against the other guy because one guy wants to sell part of the catalog, and the other guy is like, if you do that, that's really going to hurt me.
Kind of sad.
Financially,
I mean,
and-
just, you know.
That's
It
it.
is.
It's so weird to me that you can just sell your own stuff,
Yeah.
like that kind of
Your
like
rights,
artistic
yeah.
stuff. No, you
And-
can
and
sell
it's
your
a one
property, you
hit,
can sell
right?
your house, you can sell this, but like
I blame the
this-
ex-wives.
Well, that's the problem, you
Jimmy,
guys.
get one check.
That's it.
One check.
Oh, boy.
Yoko brought up.
That's it. Am I the only divorced guy in here? I don't know.
I'm never married,
All right.
so I was smart.
So what was
Dougie,
it?
let's go to Dougie. Hold on, let me click on Dougie over
Married.
here.
Married.
Married?
Two married guys.
Yeah, I don't even know how long.
I'm
30,
engaged. I'm
40
in
years.
sex.
How many years?
Something stupid.
Something stupid.
38.
But he's in love. He's in
That's
love,
right.
Jim. He's in
With
love.
47 grandkids and one on the way this morning.
That's
Congratulations,
right.
by the way, Dougie.
That's
Actually, you might have known.
And a wedding tomorrow?
It was his son.
That
Was
we
the
know
son?
about.
This morning.
I think you got to know when during this podcast.
That's right. Oh, man.
What was the name of your band?
Oh, God. I've had many.
Oh,
Which
the one with the fathers or deadbeat
Battered
fathers?
Husband.
Battered
Battered
husbands.
Husband.
Husbands.
We played at Stonebridge.
And
years
none-
ago.
none of the
Battered
wives like that.
Husband. Yep. And all of us ended up getting
Is that like
divorced,
Just
so they
Below Me?
changed the- Yeah, but it was the Battered
wonder why you got the
Husband. That's what it was called.
My friend's in that band just below me.
They're good.
Chris Tatias.
Yeah, I love those guys. They play like once a summer. I love
Yeah,
them.
they're a good
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
They're a good band.
Yeah, Chris is an amazing guitar luthier in Danbury. Give him a plug
Yeah,
there. He's a
just
good guy,
below
great
me.
friend. Good band. Good, a lot of fun. A lot of action-packed stuff. Good stuff.
I saw Derek in the Fun Bags last. Jimmy and I.
Yeah.
Band, they
We
played
saw
last
them
week.
last week.
Yeah.
In Milford. That was cool.
They made their triumphant return to Stonebridge this year. It was amazing.
Was it outside?
Yeah.
It was outside during the
Great when they
summer,
play.
and you know, bygones be. I have nothing. I have no problem with the band, but I don't know. There was some issue, and it's been a while.
It was
Daniel Street thing. It was their ex lead singer.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and
Yeah.
well, we didn't want to name
Well,
names, but somebody
sorry.
did.
But it was
I said
the other bald-headed guy.
That's all right.
I think you said Kisk.
Yeah. And it was so good having them back, and their energy's amazing, and everything
Definitely.
Derek's going through.
Yeah,
it's great.
He's one of my favorite people in the world,
Yep.
and I Derek, if you're listening, I know you're probably not, but you know.
He's not, but he might. for a
But
little while.
I literally have given up trying to get him on the show.
Oh,
Like
really?
he's like yeah, and then like this is like 2 years running, and I'm like, you know what? He's dealing with so much other stuff.
He's got a lot going.
Well, it's got
I get
stuff
it.
going
He
on.
got time to come down here.
You know.
I talked to him that night. He said, "One bass player for the other. How you doing, brother?"
Yeah.
He
He's
had a little Christmas hat. He's got the long Christmas hat down.
well, yeah, he's
before.
got the fun bag hat.
He's got
Christmas
the
hat. Yeah.
But
I love it. It's like a big
he'll
long
come
sock.
down.
Yeah.
Tell him we asked him to come down.
Right, whatever. No, I love Derek, and we said to him, you know, it was a success. We all got along. Like I've never not got along with him, but you know, the business did, which I felt wouldn't have been a problem regardless, and it wasn't. And hopefully they're coming back next
Yeah.
summer.
They're very good at what they
So,
do.
oh,
Very
Yeah,
good.
they've been around a long time.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
they-
they're kind of like you guys. You know, they've
Yeah.
gone through band members, they've gone through lead
Hey, if we
singers,
could
they've gone
toast,
through.
speaking of bass players, now I'm
Whoa,
gonna toast
hey,
Whoa,
Jimmy,
sorry.
settle down over there. Can I get a
Sorry.
little of my glass?
I
You
got
want
it.
a little
Relax.
over there?
Is Doug still alive?
Jesus
Yeah,
Oh, I thought we were
Dougie
gonna
too.
toast the
We're
Doug.
talking about good bass
That's
players?
Dougie's though. I don't
So
want
listen,
to.
so we're playing.
Mix and
We're
mingle
playing.
thing, yeah.
Foghorn is playing Friday, right?
Yeah.
One of the bass
But you warm
players
that
in their
coffee up,
time
too.
was a Milford kid.
Yeah.
What's that?
The revival.
Yeah.
Warm the coffee.
Craig-
They played the Oyster Fest not too long ago, right?
Craig McGregor.
Did they play the Oyster Fest?
Well,
Foghorn?
McGregor?
McGregor. His mom was the school nurse at Milford High School.
Okay.
He played bass. He went to Milford High School. They weren't. Well, he wasn't born. He was born in Iowa or something. Moved to Milford, whatever. But he ended up playing bass with Foghat for like 8 years.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and then he
There's
passed
only
away.
one original Foghat member, the
Yeah,
drummer.
well, yeah, he's passed away. So
So there's
Well,
not.
I
No, he's still alive.
drummer's
He didn't pass
still
away.
alive. Oh.
He's
he was
playing.
on the radio the other night.
Yeah.
The other day.
He's like, I'm not.
So what bass player?
No, I
other
wanted
than
to
Doug,
do a
your
toast
favorite bass
to
player?
a sax player who just passed away.
Oh, no. What we got?
A local sax player.
Mayo.
Joe Mayo.
Joe Mayo.
He played with Aretha Franklin. He was an electrical engineer at Cornell. He dedicated his life to music, but he was one of the original sax players in the What Up Funk band.
Oh, geez,
and he
really?
passed away. Yeah,
Oh.
so he's played at Stonebridge many times.
Absolutely.
Cheers
Great
to
guy.
a
Joe
great
Mayo.
loss, great man.
Doggy.
And just an amazing player. And he played also with Rubber City and
Rubber City.
Rubber City Blues
Band,
I'm
right?
trying to think, and
I think that's what they were
the
called.
Tower Power cover band.
yeah.
They played at
Tower Power's still kicking, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, like they're alive, but they're still performing all the time, right?
50 years, something like that.
That's
yeah.
crazy. I know my boss Richie. He's friends with all those guys.
Yeah.
We've always tried to get them in there, but they're just too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can play
Tower
outside. They can play outside. patio.
Yeah, you think?
Well, that patio was a lot of people.
Well,
man. They could do it.
Gene Z,
Stand
the
up
drummer,
speakers.
he had that big Tower Power. They were having that fundraiser for David Garibaldi, I think.
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to put in the hat for
That
the
was a
final
big
segment.
show. Oh, there we go.
Are we on the final segment yet?
Ah,
Is there time up yet?
No, I'm just. But we're doing good. We're at hour 10 right now.
I could keep going.
Oh, I can go forever.
This is going to be a marathon. All right.
Oh, Johnny, you look good with that.
Well, thank you, Jimmy.
Happy
Happy
holidays,
Yes.
everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays. So, speaking of the holidays, Jeremy, every year we always try to do something. We do a Rumrunners video, we do an original Christmas song. This year we kind of ran out of time because we had so many other things going on, but we are going to do something really cool. It's going to be a little bit of a quickie, but we're going to get it out there. And we'll also re-release our last 3 videos over the last 3 years of the Christmas holiday
Right,
songs that
yeah,
we did.
yeah.
We did some cool stuff.
we set-
Was there 3?
Should we
There
put
was
out
3.
that video
Yeah, we did
again?
3 Christmas
Are we
videos.
gonna put out last year's Christmas video?
Yeah,
I
and
think we
before
should.
that. So
Did
we
you
did
see
one
that
during
video?
I
COVID.
don't think so.
It was a very nice Christmas
we did
video.
3.
Well, I probably saw it.
Yeah. We
Was
did
it on
some cool
social?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
saw
was
it.
out there.
I
We
saw
did
it.
it
I
at a
always
local
watch your
barn
shit.
with some
Yeah.
local
Probably went to
actors.
Delete Box.
Yeah, Joe's barn there. Joe Tremendous.
Jeremy's like, I actually have a YouTube Delete Box.
Yeah, I did it. It's a quick double click. It's easy. If anyone wants to know, just to DM me.
It's like, Rumrunners, wait, I can get him back.
Wait, that old guy Doug? That the gnome?
The gnome.
You watch the gnome?
No.
How do you get out of my garden?
Played bass.
You don't know him, I know him.
Oh, look at you.
Hey, you know what? Since we're talking about the Rumrunners and local, we should go back to the best of and thank our fans for that because we won that again 2 years in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
you know what, Doug?
that
You're
we-
absolutely right.
We want to thank all of our supporters that came out and the people that voted online, and
That was a really nice
that was
honor.
really cool. 2 years in a row.
Really,
Yeah.
really
Best
super
local
nice.
band.
Yeah.
I have
We
a.
appreciate that.
I can't tell the story on air, but remind me after the show.
Absolutely.
I love. See, when I watch a lot of shows, they're always like they're talking to the other people. Like, remind me to tell you something after the show. Please remind me to tell you
Yeah, I want to
something
know what he did.
So when
after
you
the
get to my
show
age, you're gonna forget.
about one of your fans.
Write it down.
And after show.
You're gonna
After
You're gonna
show.
forget.
There we go.
After show fan.
It's just hilarious.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
But getting back to what Doug says about winning that award, which obviously we know there's so many
Right,
talented
right.
bands in Milford,
Yeah.
but we're very honored to have it. And I can tell you, there's one thing about this band. There's one thing, and it's what drew me to the band before I was even in, is none of us take anything for granted. Every gig is a blessing. Every time people come up and see us or say hi to us or come to the gigs.
Except for me.
Well,
he fucking ignores me for 20 seconds.
Yeah, I did that
At 8 in the fucking morning.
Dude, you should have poked me or something.
I literally stood there like an asshole.
was
I'm
sleeping.
like, hey, John.
I do remember seeing
I really
you.
gotta go to work.
But
Just give me I just want this
besides
one.
Jeremy,
I want 1,500 people to see me that I know you guys. That's how popular you guys are. I want to be the guy that that dude really knows those guys. Sorry, no,
you know what? I'm going to dub you into the Christmas video. I'm going to put you in that cameo appearance. But no, I'll make it short. But yeah, we never take it for granted. Like Jimmy said, the band's a family. It's a great ride. It's a great experience. And we're going to try to keep doing what we're doing and just keep positive vibes happening, man. Just make good things
Dude,
happen.
that's
That's what it's all about.
And we
Dude,
thank
that's-
everybody out there.
Yes.
Everybody.
Support.
Seriously,
We'd
sincerely.
be nobody without them.
That's
Yes.
what you guys are, and that's what you guys have always been from since the day one you started it. I think before I knew your name was the Rumrunners, I knew you guys were the charity band.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
seriously, like that
was
was a
done.
charity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even think you guys back in the day took money, or like you did. Like the money just went to charity. I could be wrong. I have no
No,
idea.
we had to
I have no
pay.
idea. I mean, you guys got to get paid. Like I
We
get
had
that.
to
It's
pay
your
money
time.
to the restaurant that you worked at.
Well.
But
Hey,
no,
hey,
Taylor's
hey,
right.
hey, hold on.
That's
Off
the
record,
foundation.
I have one more thing to tell you.
Okay, good. But no, you're right. The band will do whatever's needed when it's needed.
Yeah, that's the
We
foundation
never
of
turn
us.
anybody away. But yeah, over the years, I mean, we had to make some money because we got a trailer, we got a
Yeah, you guys have
you know,
expenses. It's
We're
like
not popular.
you can't
People
donate.
like us.
You can donate your time, but you can't. You like me with
hard.
this show. Like I donated my time and my money for a couple of years
Of
until
course.
Viva came along, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this is great, and thank you, Viva. And you know, it's much better now. You know.
Viva Las Vegas.
No, it's gonna be Viva, let's drink us.
I can't wait. But yeah, like I remember you guys way back in the day, and I remember your past band members still come through Stonebridge.
Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah, some of them do. You know.
Yeah, there's been a lot of different people that were in the band, and you know what? Every one of those individuals that came to the band helped take it to where it was, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and I mean, it's just it's awesome.
It's like
I love
greatness.
it. I love to sing and play. Everyone else loves to sing and play. That's what we love to do. You know, we got a day
It
job.
really
Do you take
is.
your sunglasses off at night?
Nah, man, I sleep.
You sleep well?
Yeah, I sleep. Watch
Does
the videos.
does that annoy Courtney?
No, sometimes she doesn't mind. She can't tell if I'm looking at her or not.
I couldn't either that day.
Like, I think she was talking to me and I was sound asleep. Nah.
That's a secret.
Are they prescription?
Subscription?
Prescription.
Well, I thought you said it's a subscription.
No,
No, they're
prescription.
not. I just, you know what? I've always, and all kidding aside.
I'm not. I'm
Listen,
genuinely
look
curious
at
why
me,
someone
look,
wears
peel back the
sunglasses
layers
all
of
day
the
and night.
onion. I'm a very insecure person.
You are nobody. Here we go, Dougie.
Okay.
No,
No, go ahead. Finish.
No,
He's
I don't
kind
wanna
of
talk
ugly
anymore.
too.
No.
No,
Believe me,
that's why
I
see
struggle
it.
with anxiety, so please tell me.
I do too. And
It's the look.
I do close my eyes a lot when I sing. And one time somebody said, "Oh, you close your eyes too much." So I just started wearing sunglasses. That way, no one knows if my eyes are closed or not. Apparently, you did because you were standing there for 20 minutes, like you're waiting for an elevator. So I apologize. But I close my eyes all the time.
There literally was no one else. All the trotters had left. It's just me and you,
Yeah,
face
like,
to face.
you
And
don't
I have
know.
my fist out.
And I'm like,
And you're like, a long day home.
right here, right now.
It's a good song. We should play that song.
Right? I don't know. I just came
Yeah,
up
we
with it.
talked about playing that song.
What's
Take
long
take
way
the long.
Take the way home.
Oh,
the
yeah.
long way
Super
home.
Tramp.
Super
So
Tramp.
John has to play the harmonica parts in that. You play the sax. It'd
Yeah,
be great. But
I
somebody
can do the
needs to
harp
sing
too.
it.
Yeah,
do that.
either way.
I'm part of the band now. I
You're in.
just
Good
got
tune.
you guys a
Do you
new
wanna
song.
sing
Take the long way home. Super Tramp. Yeah.
You've already passed your probationary period.
I think so.
You made it.
That's why I was going to cross the rope and
3
just go
minutes.
behind the band with you guys.
Listen, you're
Smack
welcome
Dougie on the
anytime.
ass, give a little elbow to Jimmy, and give you a hug.
You
but
got
you
the
were-
right haircut. That's it. That's right.
It was the men's hair club.
We could always use someone to make. We could always bring someone in to make me and Doug look less bald. That's it.
Well, Doug's he's hiding his shit though. Like we wear it with pride. I shaved mine today for
I'm
the
always
show.
cold.
Did you?
Fresh cut.
It looks good.
I did it. I shaved it.
How often you do it?
Once a week.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Every
too.
Sunday.
But I do the beard now, so I go to the guy Isaac over at River 3 Barbershop. or whatever it's
Okay.
called.
Right on
And
right.
Now what-
he does my beard every 2 weeks,
That's
and then
nice.
he shaves too.
What about? Yeah, oh, so you
He does
have to
everything.
shave.
Yeah,
I
he does
use
my
the-
eyebrows. He does
I
everything.
use the Omni shaver, which I'm not promoting.
Yeah,
by
we're
them,
not
but it's
promoting
great.
any products
It
other
shaves
Does
than
it
both-
take you down to the
No, but
skin?
it's got 2
I
razors.
used the
Listen, Omni
Viva.
shaver should promote
Shaver.
you. Omni,
You gotta try the Viva Tequila shaver. That's
Try it.
So,
Jimmy, hold
that's
on.
what I use.
We're gonna
I got
do
bench.
shave.
I got
like this.
I got Bench LaFave from Deep Banana Blackout. He uses it.
Deep Banana Blackout, those guys.
He uses
Oh,
the
God.
Omni thing.
Fuzz is in
Well,
Deep Banana
Fuzz.
Blackout.
Well, Benj, who's in that band, also uses the. I got him using the Omni shaver.
Wait, hold on. Fuzz has hair, doesn't he?
No.
Wait,
the bass
His
player.
name is Fuzz.
Yeah.
Come on.
But the lead
No,
singer has hair.
Jen Durkin's the lead singer.
I don't know.
female.
They play no. I
But
don't
the
hold
bass
on.
player uses the Omni shaver. I got him using the
So
Omni
let's
shaver.
clarify Deep Banana Blackout for Jerry.
Okay, hold on.
Start-
I don't know.
So hold on. So Phil, Phil always tells me I don't know who these guys are. Well, I know like
They're
some of the members
amazing.
because they play on Sundays, like from like 2 to 5 before the big band comes on.
No, they're good. They're really
They're so talented, but
Yeah.
it's always like this guy with like just normal hair. He's short. He's like 5'2", and
That's
Phil
Fuzz,
always.
probably.
That's
yeah.
Yes. Wait, didn't I just say Fuzz has hair?
5'2",
Fuzz
that's
has
tall.
hair.
Yeah. Hold on. What part of that did you miss then?
How long was I out for?
So the bass
Wait,
player.
am I wrong?
No,
Hold on.
Fuzz has hair, but you're talking
That's
about
what I
Benj.
said. I said
Benj
Fuzz
is the
has
singer.
hair.
Benj, the bass player.
Oh,
I
my
got
God.
him using the Omni shaver. He's bald. He subs
Is
in
he
the
5'2"?
Brotherhood.
Is he
He plays
5'2"?
bass in the Brotherhood sometimes. So one day I was talking to him, and I got him using the Omni
The Brotherhood
shaver.
sounds like a. I'm
It's
just saying.
a funk.
I'm
There's
just
a
saying.
whole funk scene down in Black Rock. That whole scene.
It's a
down
weird
there.
world we live in. That
it
band name
is.
sounds a little.
Yeah, it's there's a whole scene down there. There's a whole scene down there. Anyway, I'm just saying.
So listen,
are.
we're doing a show at.
I think Omni Shaver, they should
So,
sponsor
have you heard of the wall? It's called, a wall, like WAHL.
Yes.
Yeah, they make the products.
Yeah.
So I was just at my barber the other day, and he said, there's like one he uses on my head all the time. It's like gold. I think it's a wall something. It's like a 3 spinner.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what
And
I
then he
got.
does my whole head, but then he like shaves it with a straight razor too, which is nice.
All right.
You pay the money, you might as well get it
Yeah.
done. But he says this won't actually shave your beard. It don't like if it like so like if I
Oh,
gotta
so
like
it's going your, it's like your head.
no what I mean is like this. It won't like if I were to put it on this, it wouldn't shave it. It only
need
shaves
clippers.
close.
Yeah.
Oh,
It only
I
shaves
see.
close
Like
skin,
wrap
and you
it.
have to do it
Yeah.
like every day.
Got
So
it.
when I go to Florida next month for a month, I have no barber. So I'm like, I can't get all bushwhacked, I gotta keep it trimmed myself.
So what do you use? A trimmer, clippers, or something? Or?
I used to,
Yeah.
and then since I've been going to the barber, I just let him do it. But I still straight shave my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gillette Mach 3.
Yeah, I used
or
to.
Schick,
You gotta
Schick,
check
whatever.
the Omni Shaver. I'm sending it to you.
The Omni shaver.
It's good.
Just
It's
send me
great.
the actual
Omni
product.
razor.
Don't send me the
Yes,
link.
send
Send me the
me-
product.
I will.
I'll give you my address.
We'll review it.
I'll review it right on there.
Because
I know you're a sponsor.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It says it right
I
in your
wish
shirt.
I should be a sponsor. I
It says
should
Omni
be a
Shaver.
sponsor.
Sure.
So
Liz.
So that,
Omni Shaver.
Local,
I'm a shaver.
but it's great.
that's great.
It's great. Anyway,
So we were at Captain's Cove, and
oh God, that place is still there.
Fuzz sat in with us.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Didn't Fuzz
yeah,
come and sit
yeah,
in with us?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
great. He's
Fuzz is the
amazing.
one with the hair.
well, Fuzz,
Fuzz has
yeah,
hair.
Fuzz,
Short little guy. He drinks. Hold on.
He
He
played
drinks
a couple songs with
prosecco.
us.
By the way, he drinks prosecco.
I didn't know that.
Yes, in his little cooler, like his little
How do you know
Yeti.
that?
I didn't know that.
Huh?
How do you know that?
Because I've given it to him.
Oh, nice.
Every time he plays there.
He was there at Stonebridge when
Yeah.
when Free played. He played after, so that's when I met him. And then when we saw him at
The Cove.
Cove, I said, "Come on up." And
He's good.
What a great player. Good,
Yeah, very nice.
Good guy.
Those guys are so talented.
He had
Oh,
a
my
blast.
God.
He had a blast.
You know,
with
look at
us.
all the
Well, they're
talented people
full-time
in Milford.
musicians, yeah.
You know, up and comers, younger people, people
Dude, we
that are
get
doing it.
what's his name all the time? The little drummer boy. I don't want to call him like that.
I don't
but,
know. Who's that?
Zach Galifianakis.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know his name.
Shit. He plays drums, and then it was The Breakfast. The band
Yes.
The Breakfast.
I remember that.
The
They used to be
Adrian
band.
Adrian on drums, and then Tim Palmieri
Tim
is probably
Palmieri's
the most
yeah.
in person outside of like going to like seeing like Nuno Betancourt from Extreme.
Yeah.
But one of the best guitarists I've ever seen.
He's phenomenal. I played with him, and there's a band, Steal Your Funk, with Jen Dirk, and I played with Tim before up at in Hartford. There's a place up there now. I can't think of the name of it, but great player.
Yeah.
He lives in Woodbridge. Tim.
Oh yeah, they're all around here. I'm telling you.
That's
They're
close
local,
by, man.
yeah.
Connecticut's a little hot spot
And the
for
kid from
talented
A's
musicians.
in Woodbridge too.
Yeah,
The
Jake
kid-
Bronson lives
yeah,
in Woodbridge,
yeah.
and who did you bump into on the street in Milford? We did a show with him. Hall and Oates.
Elliot Lewis.
Elliot Lewis.
Oh, you're right.
Elliot
That's right,
Lewis.
downtown Milford.
He
You know
played
Elliot
at Joey C's, right?
Played,
Joey
he
C's.
played at
Yeah.
Milford, Walnut
was
Beach.
one of the musicians with Daryl Hall and John Oates.
really?
Yeah.
Plays up at Daryl's house. He plays
Where's he
guitar,
from?
he plays
He's a
keyboards.
Connecticut guy?
Guy's amazing.
He's a Connecticut guy, born and raised, I think, in Norwalk, but he lives in Milford.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
saw him. He was the drummer. He was
Drummer?
the
I thought he was
drummer
guitar.
for, what was the funk band?
I don't know.
It'll
funk.
come to me in 20
Not a
minutes
funk
if we're
guy.
still.
No, we won't be on in 20 minutes.
Drop it in, cut and paste. Put Jeremy to
He's a
work.
drummer.
I'll put it in a little
keyboards
Instagram
on
thing.
Hall and Oates, but he's living in Milford. And it's a funny story. I saw him. He did a video for one of his songs. And it was in the firehouse. He could you do this video? I said, yeah, I'll let you in. And I was the chief. I said, yeah, you can go in and do the video. Crusade, it was, my son was in it and Billy Laszlo. Cool video. But at any rate, I was driving to work one day after lunch and I saw him walking down West Main Street. And I pulled over and I said, Elliot, what's going on? How you doing? And he said, hey, Chief, how are you? I thought,
Oh, how cool is that?
I
Right,
recognized
right,
him.
right.
You're the chief.
No, my car had Chief on the side. So, of
Good thing you're
course,
calling him
they-
chef.
Right.
one of the assholes driving the car is still Little Chief. But I played with him and he played with us, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, how you doing? And he's walking to the train station, going to the city for something from an apartment downtown. Okay, bye. So I drive away and then I stop. I drive 50 yards, I stop. He walks by again. I said, hey, does anyone else ever recognize? He says, no, not really.
Tell him he's got to get a car with his name on it.
I mean, outside of lead singers, I mean, for the most part,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Yeah.
my favorite bands, I could recognize everybody, but
Well, guitar players, you know,
Yeah.
and then every once in a
Drummers
while,
are hard.
you'll have a bass player that just, you know, like you Flea or something. You
Right,
know,
right, right,
You
right.
would never know.
Right.
You would never know. He walked into
But
Stone
nobody
Bridge.
knows.
Chief though.
Yeah, Chief. I know the Chief.
recognize you.
Chief.
Because he drives the
Anywhere.
car.
He's got the
She's
look.
got the car. On the other
He
side,
kinda
it
has a
says,
Flea look going
on the other
on.
side, it says bass player.
Bass player.
It says chief and bass
Does it?
player.
Bass player
So
on the
everybody knows who he
the other
is.
side of the
Well,
car.
who is it? Dave Matthews, he said he likes that no one recognizes him, you know.
Oh,
He's got
please.
that
He's in
basically.
the bass player.
No,
Oh, him? Oh, please.
Dave
He's in
Matthews.
movies. Please. I am
Was
not a
he in
Dave Matthews
CSI?
fan.
What was he in?
What's that?
Was he on one
But
of
he's
them?
not a recognizable guy.
CSI,
Yes, he
one of
is.
them.
Well,
No,
He was on those Dan.
Was
He was
he
on those
in
Adam
Rumrunners?
Sandler movies and shit.
Dave Matthews was in that.
Was he on a TV show?
What's her name?
Sarah Marshall or whatever.
Sarah Marshall
yeah.
was one of the
Okay.
Dave.
He was a gay guy in that.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. Can I say
But I
that?
thought there was a
I
show
think
that he
you can.
was somebody
Yeah, he was
who
happy.
impersonating.
Very happy. Yeah, he was happy throughout the film.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're gay. You're happy. I'm gay every Christmas.
Well,
Hey, wide receiver. How you doing, Tom?
How you doing there, tight end?
Time for a toast.
Do not tie in with me.
Please, let's thank our sponsors, Viva.
Who's happy on Christmas? I
Viva, let's drink us.
all right.
All right, let's wrap this up, boys.
All right.
Oh, come on, it's only 9 o'clock.
We got rehearsal.
You can see the post show on YouTube.
God, we do have a rehearsal.
What?
So when we played the
We're
show,
playing
so this
Friday
is,
morning.
I'm gonna play so good
we
tonight.
played with
Oh, you're gonna those 4 strings are gonna murder him.
Elliot Lewis and Orrin Bolton.
Oren, right? Rest his
rest his
soul.
soul.
I love Oren.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, we played
When I
with
first
Walnut
met
Beach.
Oren,
He
when
probably
I,
hung out to Stonebridge a lot, right?
oh my God, that's where I met him.
Yeah.
When I first met him, I just thought he was like, I knew he was obviously Michael Bolton's brother.
Of course.
They identical
Oh my
almost.
God, they look so much alike.
And then I heard the stories of, you know, how Michael was, and Oren was kind of much older than him.
I was
Yeah.
yeah, he was.
And Oren was very, you know, particular about what he wanted, and he didn't drink and whatever. And, you know, the first, you know, in this business, the first couple, you know, times you serve somebody, you're like, oh, what a douche. But he really wasn't. And then, like, over the years,
He was
like,
a nice guy.
he was so nice to me. He always, you know, sat in my section, and, you know, when he got sick, it was devastating to see, because he came in only like a few times after that. Again, we're back to cancer.
Yeah.
And we get back to that, and it's like, you know, and I heard, you know, and he passed, you know, a few months ago,
Yeah, it was
actually back
sad.
in March, I think.
It was sad.
And it's very sad. And he started right before Daniel Street closed. He actually create an event at Daniel Street for like his talents and his bands and all that stuff. And I remember doing it right before Daniel Street closed, and I worked it, and I'm like, these guys are like another level.
Oh yeah,
another level.
Yeah.
When we saw him, he just did a solo act.
Yeah.
He just played guitar and did his thing, and he was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good. Those guys are all good. I mean, big respect to those guys. Big respect.
Yeah.
You know, but well, thanks for having us.
Of course.
You know, even without the podcast, it's always fun hanging out.
No, you know
Always.
that.
We can do this at the Stonebridge. Don't forget to buy your tickets though for the raffle.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Come down
Everybody.
Monday.
Show 'em
I'm going to
Monday.
try to come down.
Me too.
No,
Yeah,
we're
please.
not going to
Yeah.
try. We're coming down.
Yeah.
We're
I would,
coming down.
no, that would mean the
We'll
world
buy
to me,
some
guys.
tickets.
Yeah, we'll come down.
To buy some
What time
tickets,
does it start?
Monday night, 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Somewhere around there. I think it's 6 to
All right.
9. I'll give it
But you could always get there
No
early,
doubt.
hang out.
All right, good.
Yeah, hold on. I'll actually. You guys keep talking. I'll give you the
But,
exact.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that'll be good.
6 to 9 Monday.
So, Doug, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to go practice.
Oh, this is happening?
Oh, we're really practicing?
7 to 10. Sorry.
You
7
guys
to 10.
are.
I have
oh,
7 to 10. 7 to 10.
So Monday-
I mean, it's coming at 6 and
Yeah,
it'll
It's
be
even
fine.
better.
Don't
I'll come
worry.
at 6 having dinner.
So PLR Friday morning.
Friday
I'll be
morning.
there 6 a.m. I'll be waiting at the door. Actually, you know what's funny? I got to mention this.
Please.
One of my good friends, John Gibbs, he's driving to Florida with me in January for my
Nice.
month trip.
Golf.
He went down there to where you guys going? PLR.
Jordan's Furniture.
No, but like.
East
Jordan.
Haven.
I know,
McDermott Chevrolet.
Jordan's.
All right,
Say it
yeah.
again. Say it one more fucking
McDermott
time.
Chevrolet.
Let you.
Where's my buzzer?
So wait, we're going to Jordan's?
We're going to Jordan's.
No, you're saying it wrong. What is
McDermott
Jordan's?
Chevrolet.
Huh?
McDermott Chevrolet.
I don't give a fuck where you
Where
guys
is
talk
that?
about.
Where he was.
He
What's
went down
the
to
question?
donate for Toys for Tots with. I'm telling you, who's doing the
AJ
show?
in the box.
AJ and
in the box,
Chaz Nazy, right?
McDermott Chevrolet.
And they ended up. He was there by himself, and they brought him on the show.
Oh, that was really cool.
So he was on the show for 10 minutes, like didn't realize it, and then he texted me the next day. He's like, "Dude, I was on Chaz and AJ yesterday." I'm like, "Why did the fuck you text me like
that's
that day, dude?
awesome.
I would have listened, man."
That's
Like,
awesome.
what the fuck, dude? But yeah, those guys, Toys for Tots. Let's give a shout out to Citrus and
Yes.
Christine Casey
Welcome
and
to
Casey.
Casey's Pub.
Wait,
And
wait.
all the
Love
places
that.
in Milford.
Wait, let's
It's-
salute Phil from the Beachcomber.
Oh yeah.
And you just
Yes.
did one at
Toys for
Stonebridge. You just
Phil.
did Toys for Tot at
I'm
Stonebridge.
in.
Yeah.
I'm
Even Chris Casey will salute Phil
Mm-hmm.
because he really started that whole Toys for
100%. And
Yeah.
tis the
Chrissy
season.
And
Yeah.
Citrus.
Yeah, no, thanks for paying attention.
those
Yeah.
Those two.
Maybe you could say it one more
Those
time.
two.
Jordan's.
Jordan Furniture. Leave me there Friday morning, 6 a.m.
Jimmy,
So
Jordan's.
it was.
The power of Litchfield cinnamon
Chevrolet.
bourbon.
Guys, pay attention, man.
It
Speaking of
makes
that.
every day a fun day.
Kenny and Chrissy, those guys,
Oh,
thank you so
man.
much
Chris is
for the
great.
Milford Fire Department's Toys for
Enough, I don't want
Tots.
to be too much.
Yes, and that's the big thing. Yeah, I mean, that's right.
and those two are
They're carrying
number
the
one.
legacy. They're
They
carrying
are.
the
They're
legacy of
phenomenal.
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots is one of the. I've never seen it grow so big in one town in my life.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
But
Isn't
the
it great how
Comer, we
people
missed
come
the
out
beach
and donate?
Comer, man.
I love it.
In fact, my first exposure to the Rumrunners was at the Beachcomber.
Like COVID, it made you sick.
I was coming back. No, I came back.
It was
from-
early exposure.
I had
No,
a wedding.
that's like Jimmy Pino. He makes you sick.
Actually, you were exposed by Doug first.
I chose to expose myself.
I had a wedding gig, and after the gig with Free Play, I came home and I walked to the Comer, and the Rumrunners were playing.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a drink at the bar. I'm like, these guys suck. I can't even get to the bar. I can't
That's that place.
Yeah,
man.
that's probably why the bar was crowded.
Well, Johnny wasn't the singer yet,
Yeah.
right?
He had a
was there.
mohawk
He
at
was
the
there.
time.
Oh, no, I'm
Dougie only had 2 strings on his bass guitar at the time.
That's
Playing
right.
harmonica.
That was before he graduated to a
I was
four-string
just
bass.
learning to
And let me
play.
tell you, our set list was based on 3 songs. Small jazz.
We were
jam.
like the Dead. We played 3 songs for 15 minutes, 20 minutes each.
Riding that.
Oh, you
train.
did that is honestly, I can't stand that shit. That's why I left
Grateful-
Dave Matthews.
Dude,
I
yeah.
can't I can't
jam.
listen I can't listen to a 15-minute fucking jam.
Yeah.
Dude, I tailgate in the parking lot. I'm ready to go. I want an hour and a half
wanna be hit in
concert.
the face.
I'm a fucking punch me with your fucking 10 best songs and get me
Yeah.
the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Don't do
All
it for
that.
yourself. I paid you to play for fucking me, so let's go.
You know
and
what?
that's why I left Dave Matthews. I can't do it anymore.
call that-
They fucked me in Jones Beach in the rain, and I'll never go back.
Nope.
Seriously, go ahead.
I call that musical masturbation. It's just fucking guys.
See, I like that. I mean,
Yeah, they want to hear themselves
Just
fucking
my
play.
man.
Never seen that
so
before.
Yeah, it fucking drives
I'm
me
gonna do it right
nuts.
now.
Oh,
Drives me fucking nuts.
relax, tight end.
Here we go. Rumrunners next time you play Stonebridge, you're just gonna be like, hey, let's play a 10-minute song for
10-minute
Jared.
song.
You know, we're gonna do Jim, and then we'll do Love Shack.
Yeah, they do Love Shack.
We're gonna do Love
I
Shack.
should do a 10-minute Love Shack rendition.
That song is so painful.
A 15-minute Grateful Dead Franklin Tower.
So listen, before we go,
Oh Jesus!
salute, cheers to Jeremy, to drinking, drinking
Viva.
today with the dogs.
Let's
Thank you
go.
so much.
You did.
And
Cheers.
everybody have
I
a
love
great,
drinking
safe,
with dogs.
and happy holiday.
And thank
Merry
you,
Christmas,
Viva
Happy
Elderberry.
Hanukkah,
Viva
Kwanzaa, all the
Elderberry.
good
I do
shit.
like the elderberry. Merry Christmas,
good.
everybody.
Take
I
care,
love
guys.
you all. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jeremy.
You got it.
Shop local.
Boom.